Ah, that's why. I know you want me to talk about worms, but I cannot do that 'cause I'll ass blast all day. I heard you want a bed gum a day, but Michael Gross is not here and we got Kevin Bacon plays. And know you wanna see, I cannot bring you dreams, 'cause here the things are coming, and they're gonna make you scream. And I know why, all the secrets inside, and all these fucking things, you know you wanna say, run, 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 run. You're a big pony girl, and you're dancing at Walter Chang's, yeah, just having fun. You gotta run. The graboid'll eat someone at the Walter Chain Club. I'm dancing at the Walter Chain Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Walter Chain Club. Don't keep on dancing, 'cause that'll attract graboids. That will attract graboids. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-da. I really love that song, and you better love it too. Yay, everyone, and welcome to the Talking Tremors podcast. I am your host, Levi Dylan Burzlaw Flood, and yes, we're already off to a great start. Thomas knows that tune. I hope you know that tune because I sent it to you, and Caitlin loves it. And so actually, Caitlin turned me on to Chapel Roan. That was Pink Pony Club, if you didn't fucking know that. Pink Pony Club by Chapel Roan, not Chappelle Roan like Dave Chappelle. No, Chapel Roan. And Caitlin turned me on to it, said I needed to listen to the whole album, and I did, and it was fantastic. And I got obsessed with Pink Pony Club to the point, like, I think it was all day yesterday. I was doing all my work to Pink Pony Club because it was just so damn good. And I always got to start this show with a song, and that felt like an appropriate song to start it on. And yeah, so welcome again to Talking Tremors. I be your host, Levi Dylan Burzlaw Flut, and guess what? I have real people internet now. So if you're watching this on several different platforms, that's great. I tried to get it on Twitter, but apparently I needed a premium account for that. We'll try Instagram or something next time. Who gives a shit? we got it at least on Facebook and on YouTube. That's cool enough for me. And yeah, Ben's right. Red Wine Supernova. No, Ben, it is fiber internet. It is fiber internet. And these comments are actually coming in the regular real time, like they're supposed to. This is great. This is super duper weird for me. I don't know what to do. And yes, we all need fiber in our diet, Ben. You beat me to it. We literally said it at the same time. And yes, Red Wine Supernova is pretty awesome. And yes, there was a lot of great songs. The other one was Phenomenon, which is play a song with a fucking beat in it. God damn, I love that one. And Kaleidoscope. And then, babe, what was the one before Kaleidoscope? I think Pretty Pictures of You. I like that one too. But they were all like, really, it was just a great album. And it has nothing to do with Tremors yet. We'll get to that point. What? Oh no, there's a small child downstairs too.
Super graphic, ultra modern girl.
No, it was the one before Kaleidoscope.
Oh, I don't know.
I could actually see now. I can actually look it up on my phone. Hold on, because now, like, I have a whole thing.
Picture You.
What?
Picture You.
Oh, Picture. Yeah, Picture You. That's what it was.
My Kink is Karma's good too.
Yeah, My Kink is Karma. Just a whole great album. I'm not. Here I am coming in with a hot take that a currently incredibly popular artist might be good. Whew! I mean, throw some water on me because that's just a blazing hot take in terms of that one. Incoming. And yeah, like Caitlin said, there's a or I said there's a little tiny trying to point at the. Hey, what's up, Shamar? Want to look? You're on TV now. Oh, look. He's playing the guitar. Yeah. I can't really play. What?
Levi, hide that bottle.
Why? Hide the milk bottle? Oh, he's not supposed to have the M word. His mom will be mad at us, but we're also bad aunties, and we give him milk instead.
Yeah, okay, just keep talking about it.
Well, I'm being honest. This is a podcast about honesty. Come here, Shamar. Want to say hi to everybody? Hey, Shamar. Have you watched Tremors yet? We did. We watched Tremors 2 once. He really liked Tremors 2. Like, he was into. Caitlin says I'm not helping. I never said I was helping, babe. It's super duper weird. She can actually probably watch me in real time now downstairs. Freaky as all get out. Shamar, what do you got to say? Want to say anything to anybody? You can talk up here. We'll hear you. Yeah, that's the microphone. That's where the sound's going.
No, what's this?
That's no what dish. No what's dish. Are you a magician? Are you a magic person? Can you do magic? Or are you just a baby with a milk bottle? Yeah? Are you in the Pink Pony Club, Shamar? I don't know what I thought I was gonna get out of a 2-year-old coming up here. But I thought it was fun. And Daphne's here. What's up, Daph? Hey. Yeah. Daphne coined the term that I can't believe I never thought of coining of it's a Levi live. You're on a Levi. Oh my God. Excuse me. I need a drink. Some olive juice. Oh no, he can have milk. Thomas, he can totally have milk. It's just he can't have it in a bottle. That's we're trying to wean him off the bottle. His mom's not watching. Lacey doesn't care about this. So if we're 7 minutes in, if you didn't know, this show is called Talking Tremors. So like there's 50% talking and then there's another 50% about Tremors. So currently we're talking about my little cousin Shamar cousin. Wow. My little nephew Shamar. Wow. I cannot believe I said cousin. I'm going to need to drink some more coffee from Dinosaurus D's signature tumbler. 2 Something 2 Special 2, the sequel to Nothing Special, the Nothing and the Special, out now. Get it in bookstores while you can. 2 Something 2 Special. Also, this is just cool. And I have to admit, I did turn it around so that way like when I take a drink, it's staring at you. It works better if I don't cough afterward. I swear I didn't. That sounded like I hit a bong too, like, and then I coughed. I did not. For podcast people, it's a tumbler with cool, sultry, smoky eyes on it. From Dinosaurus' book, 2 Something 2 Special. It's 2 Something 2 Special by Victor Dick Milan. That might give you a clue. That's some foreshadowing for a voicemail segment that may or may not happen later in the episode. All right. So, I haven't been on here by myself in a while. This has been having a great couple of weeks doing stuff. The last episode I had Ian. I'm not going to freaking say his last name. I had Ian from Fermented Cinema on to just talk about Tremors. We didn't. We kind of talked about it. It's 50% Tremors and then 50% talking, as it should be. And Ian was a great guy. I loved having Ian on. Ian's in Japan, so sometimes he can pop into the comments, sometimes he can't. But I have to say, everybody, that if you're currently listening, go to the Fermented Cinema channel and look up the video Tremors Rebooted. Oh my God. Why can't I get this right? Hold on. You know what? Oh my God. I can look it up on my phone. This is like game changer shit for me, guys. Like, I don't need my phone to like actually do things. I can like look things up now. I'm like a real podcaster person. Holy cheesecakes. Let's do this. All right. Fermented Cinema. All right. Ian's channel. Oh my God. And it goes fast too. This is so weird. you're all experiencing me having, again, TikTok, like, regulated, my, live restricted for some audiences that may find uncomfortable and has been restricted. Regulated goods content. What the hell does that mean? Regulated goods content. I'm so confused every time that happens. Oh, All right, Ian's channel, Fermented Cinema. I want to get the name of this right because it's really good. Come on. Dune Tremors, because he's in a bunch of, yeah, it was Tremors rebooted, a Denis Villeneuve film. Can you see it? Right there. Look that up. And laughter is illegal, at least in China, it seems, Ben. But yeah, everybody go. Well, and see, you know what, Thomas? I do have the big headphones. I don't have my Daphne ones. Daphne and we have the same kind of headphones. But these are just they're somewhere. They're somewhere. Look, I have cleaned everything up. Yes, this the channel. This is the current channel that you're on, iStream36, who has written several Tremors fan fiction stories. I'm still waiting to see your analog horror radio one. And yeah, booyah. So yeah, again, I know everything. I know everything about Tremors. I mean, I kind of don't, but I like to think that I do. Which is what makes this show fun. Is that ask me what you think is the most obscure fact about Tremors. That's a really stupid question. What? Oh my god, that's a question I should be asking myself about. Okay, you ask me a question that seems super obscure that you don't think I know the answer to about Tremors, and I'll answer it. And Caitlin tagged me in a reel. Oh my god, I need to not look at my phone. This is super, super weird. This is like when Thomas sent me the box of these, and I just spent the rest of the episode just blah 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 blah. How many hearts are in Tremors 1? Ooh, 28. Wait, no, 14. Wait. I was doubling hearts for some reason. Oh, I thought, why did I just do that? I was doubling hearts. What's up, Alec? How many hearts are in Tremors 1? Ooh, okay, hold on. Because, so you got to add the 2 road workers. So, like, okay. Add the 2 road workers, subtract Melvin's parents, and then add 4 graboids. Shit, and there's a bunch of sheep too. Farts. Oh, what is the logo on Julio's truck? Oh shit, Thomas actually did it. Damn it, Thomas. I did answer Thomas's a long time ago. I did look it up. Thomas's, are you 2 the monster hunters? What's Julio? What does is it Julio? Pedro. What does Pedro say in Spanish? Are you 2 the monster hunters from America? Do graboids have only 1 heart? See what's you know what? Okay. Matt Frank Zilla has a diagram that he made for the Tremors Arrow 4K one, like Tremors 1 Arrow 4K. And I really need to, I need to find an actual copy of that. Like, there's a bunch of like 4K discs, but I need the one with all the stuff in it. And there's a diagram that he did, and it has, it's a graboid. He did a drawing of a graboid. And come here, because I know I've got this. Here we go. And of course, it doesn't have a heart. Of course. Oh, multiple hearts. But here's the thing, is that while this is great, it's still not like lore official, although I like to go by it. It seems like it's a great image. like with the diagram and everything on it. Like, so it's like I don't want to. Oh, that's cool. iStream. iStream. I met Matt Frank. He actually made me a custom Gamera portrait and Tremors poster at the local Texas Comic Con a while back. That's cool. Seems like a nice guy. And then iStream. Oh, I missed it too. I'm sorry. I'll go back. Actually, I've been working on Tremors Generation. It's been fun writing it so far, including some songs in there and some Easter eggs. I think my best one is an ostrich jump scare scene egging the egging the second. A scene egging the second. I get it. All right. And yes, do graboids have only one heart? So this has like 4 hearts. So we're going to call it 4 hearts. So 16. All right. So 16. So we got 16 graboid hearts. And then, like I said, add the 2 road workers to the 14 minus the 2 parents, but add the 2 for Jim and Megan, the doctor and his wife. So that's 16 plus 16, 32 hearts in the first Tremors movie. I did it. Booyah. Game over. Suck it. Oh, I didn't think I could. That's why I had to do that. I was feeling really suckety there. That was good. That worked. I'm partially surprised that worked so well. Cool. All right. So again, excuse me, I'm adjusting things because this is what is the temp range? Wow, Ben. Okay. I'm going to go to Thomas's question in a second, but Ben just had one. What about the heart between Val and Earl? Oh, no. Not even that. Not even to do the like gay thing, but like technically Valentine has a heart belt buckle. So there's one more heart. So it's 33. Son of a bitch. I don't know everything. I don't. That's fine. So what is the temp range Shriekers can see? Everybody, you know what? I want to let's put this one out to the audience. Anybody else like scientifically, what is the temperature range that Shriekers can see? I want to say and you mean how hot they can go, what's their minimum hotness to attack. So that I feel like it's got to be 90 degrees, and because you can't go up and it can't be too cold. Otherwise the surrounding area would make it a lot harder to see, especially in the desert heat. That's going to be warming things up all over the place. Ooh, that's a really good one. And again, anybody in the chat, anybody in TikTok, I would love input on that one, because that's I'm gonna because what's the bottom line? I get to look this up on my phone. What's the low temperature on a cold-blooded creature? What's the temperature of, come on, not temperament, temperature of a cold-blooded animal? Oh shit. So it doesn't matter because it's, that's of course because it's cold-blooded. So its temperature would be whatever it is in the environment. Oh man, that's a great. Ooh, this is good. 97 to 107. Yeah, I know that's the Tremors wiki, but it's people like me editing it. And let me tell you, right here and right now, there is no. Okay, hold on. Ben looked it up, so I'm gonna look it up. What's the temperature range a Shrieker can see? Oh wow. Okay, that is just but there's no source on that. Let's see. Oh, of course, you Googled it. That's why. Yeah, yeah, I would love to know. Also feed on cold objects, which they find by dragging their tongue. I don't know about that. I don't know. We'll call it 97 to 107. But see, this is where I can't say the 100. The 97 seems fine because that's body heat. The 107, I'm not sure about, because there is the scene in Tremors 2 where they pour like the hot boiling water on the pants and make that like look like a person and go after them. And then they have been known to chase flares. And I know flares have got to be like super duper hot. Like, what's the, oh my God, I can look this up. What's the temperature of a flare? Like, what's the temperature? Why am I not like doing voice to text? What's the temperature of a flare? Oh my God. 10 to 12, okay, 2,900 degrees Fahrenheit. So, like, let's say that. It's 97 to 2,900 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, the real question is, how does it, like, know to differentiate between those things? Which actually leads me to, like, what this episode is about, is actually trying to figure that out. Like, that's a legitimate, great question for Thomas to bring up. Because, like, what is the, like, we're making a Tremors sequel. I want to make a, yes, and they destroyed a car engine. Good one, Johnny Harmonic. Yes, exactly. And a car engine's got to be super duper hot. So, like, what's that temperature to like make that happen? Hold on, I need to hold on. I gotta get one person here. Hold on. Hey. Oh, there's one person here I gotta send this to because he should be here. Where's Edwin at? And then, how sensitive is graboid hearing? Ooh, you made a poster for your Tremors 3. Fuck yeah, way to go, Alec. You should post that on TikTok. I would love to see that there. How sensitive is graboid hearing? I always love this as a it's not an exercise, but as an example that it's so sensitive that they can't deal with. I don't need notifications right now. Stop it. All right. Like that, they can't deal with rain. Like if it rains, a graboid has to go under the ground and hide because it will literally overload their sound sensors. So however loud rain is the upper limit on what a graboid can hear. But then on the flip side, I was just reading a Steve S.S. Wilson answered a question on the Stampede Entertainment FAQ recently in August that because of Dune and there's the Dune Sandwalk, would it be possible to do the Sandwalk to like hide from a graboid? And Steve was like, you'd have to like kind of figure out that like because that's the point of the Sandwalk is to walk without rhythm, and you won't attract the worm. Like you have to like, what does it mean to like move and not sound like footsteps or anything like that? So there's a level of like you can be kind of quiet and still like walking and blending in with the surrounding environment. I always wonder how much like things like rabbits and snakes and stuff like that get eaten in a Tremors anything. Like, is it because snakes is one where it's like they're slithering enough, like how much sound does that actually make? And then a rabbit, unless it's like it takes off, but it just hops, little hop, 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 hoppity hop hop. Like what's the lower limit on that? Well, what about frogs? Frogs don't seem to make a lot of noise. And then I'll do ice streams here in a second, but this is actually an important one to bring up. How long do ass blasters take to lay an egg? So this is actually one that I have been waiting for Steve to answer forever, and I need to re-ask him because it's not a question I asked. It's one that he's like talked about in the Stampede Entertainment FAQ a lot, and it was like, and I mean from like 2015 till now, where it's talking about how ass blasters are like salmon, and that's how they spawn and stuff, and so they have a limited life cycle in order to like propagate the egg. But he's always been coy because he wanted to like explore it in Tremors 5 the original Tremors 5, the original Stampede Entertainment Tremors 5, and it never happened. And he always kept putting it off as a question, like, oh no, I'll answer it. Oh no, I'll answer it. So now I need to ask that question, or ask him, like, actually, like, what's the time frame limit on this? Because for me, I always thought that it was like immediate, like that an ass blaster, like, it transforms and it immediately wants to lay that egg. That's the point. It is trying to find some place to that's safe. That's what I consider that. Like, it's got to be a safe place, and then it's good to go. Like, once we got, I think it's, from what he said, it's got to have heat and it's got to have water, and in fact, if you can have hot water, even better. And then boom, that's how your ass blaster. If it has that area, that's how it knows to propagate and go out there and kick some ass. So great question there, Thomas. Another, like, obscure. Thomas is killing it. 3 for 3, baby. More of a voting question. Which Universal? Oh yeah, I did message you for being a dipshit. I did. I'm glad I did that. Okay. Which Universal life forms is better than the other Bloodlines, Shrieker, or okay, hold on. iStream, hold on. You're putting the cart before the horse on that one. More of a voting question. Which Universal life forms is better than the other? Graboid in Bloodlines, Shrieker in Shrieker Island, or Ass Blasters in Cold Day in Hell? Like, which one we prefer as people? Like you said, voting question. Clarify this one, because for me, I would say that because the tentacles in the Graboid, I'm out on that. Because of the Ass Blaster as a flying vagina, out on that. The Shrieker, I like the Shrieker. That's cool. Although the bioacoustics, as Zoran says, although that could just be Richard Brake being an idiot. Like, that could be that too. I love the Shrieker design, because the Shrieker design at least still keeps the incredibly important 4-piece mandible. Like, that's huge. So for me, it's Shrieker design. Otherwise, the Graboids go to Hollywood Horror. And then, okay, so then iStream's other question. We know by the Universal sequels, you can get infected if you survive getting eaten by a Graboid. So what happened to the people who ate the Graboid in Bloodlines, or the guy who got upchucked? All right, so iStream, clearly, and this isn't, I'm not like digging on you. This is actually, I'm just like, I have answered this question and I have ranted about this question tons of times in the show before. And Don Michael Paul is a close personal friend of mine, and I would still be like, hey, buddy, you messed up here. This is not great. So ignore it. All right, that is the best thing I can tell you to do for that iStream. Like, that is something to no. And Edwin says maybe it's like alcohol where you cook out the disease. No. You're not cooking out parasites. That's not. If they're so ingrained in the body that, like, you're, as soon as you get eaten or anything like that, then oh no, you're gonna be. Oh, Tina Todd's here. Everybody say happy birthday to Tina. Happy birthday to Tina. Happy birthday to Tina. Happy birthday to the Tina Todd. Happy fucking birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, I love you, Tina. Happy birthday, Tina. We're all saying happy birthday to you on the YouTube. And then, yes, iStream, we just gotta call bull on the parasite thing. Because here, I'm gonna take a step back. Take a step back and think about this. So yes, the pilot, Brave Danvers gets eaten by the Graboid. And so then by the logic, you'd have to say that the same thing that affected Burt Gummer is going to affect that guy. Also, you got to say that it would also happen to Jamie Kennedy's character, because he's literally like inside of it and covered in it. So did we just not get a scene where maybe like Jamie Kennedy's character got the antidote too? Maybe was there only enough for one? Because then you got to say too, okay, what about that pilot guy? That pilot guy is dying. He gonna be dying later on, and we're just gonna forget about that because that didn't happen. Like, this is not we're just gonna ignore it, move on. Like, seriously, it is what. And then you got to think too. So like, okay, so this stuff is like, there's a parasitic life form inside of this. Oh my God, Tina Todd is just hitting that like button over here. Way to go, Tina. TikTok and Tina. Like, you got to think all of the times we ever get characters covered in this stuff, and then they are not taking baths, because you know they're not for a while. And sure, you can say like, okay, so maybe like Burt Gummer was like inside of the graboid for a really long time, so then that's like what caused it to happen. If you're covered in it and you're not taking a shower, and then like, well, it probably happened in Tremors 4 and those people died. They already died anyway. But like everywhere else, like the people are getting covered in goo. Earl and Grady are getting covered. Well, Grady was with the umbrella. They're getting covered in goo all the time. Even, you know what, Desert Jack, when he saw Bert out of the graboid, he's getting juice in his face. And he's swallowing it on accident. It's got to happen. Everybody's giving you happy birthdays, Tina. Happy birthday to that Tina Todd. We love you. I don't usually wish people happy birthday because I hate my own birthday. So I'm sorry if I don't ever wish people happy birthday. And then Hunter also had a birthday last week too. Hunter Lover's birthday. Happy birthday to Hunter. Happy birthday to Hunter. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Hunter Levy. Fuck yeah. But seriously, the parasite thing, just get rid of it. Just ignore it. It's a thing. It happened over there, and we're just gonna ignore it, man. Tina, thank you for making me feel special, and love them September babies. Caitlin's birthday was on September 10th, which happy birthday to the Caitlin, happy birthday to the Caitlin, happy birthday. Happy birthday to the Caitlin. Oh shit, I did a song. I need to eat an olive. And again, you'd think that I'm like on things, people. No, I'm completely sober, except for these olives and some coffee for my. Whoop. I need to eat the olives first. My coffee from my Dinosaurus mug. I see you, Tina. Tina's something special. She too something too special. I lost an olive there somewhere. All right. It's like on the ground, or it's in my body. Yeah. Yeah, you like that cup, Tina? I got my too something too special. Yeah. Yeah. You know, I would love to rep your husband and and Anthony too, but I have actually given away, I have given away Play It Again, and I've given away Deathless issue 1 and issue 2. The only thing I have left is the Ostrich Colony comic scrapbook from We Have Issues. I literally don't. I love We Have Issues so much that I have given away all their stuff to other people. That this is all I have left. This is literally. And I don't hate it. I'm like, I love it. This is great. Like, seriously, look at that artwork, folks. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that shit. Look at that. You know you love it. But I'm out. I'm literally out of like. So and it's not. Go tell your husband and his other husband that they need to make more comics for me. Please and thank you. And yeah, I did. I bought Dina's book too. Too something too special. Do something too special, the special in. And yeah, hold on, I gotta pull this up because it's too cool. And I've talked about, I ranted about Tremors for a minute, but yeah, something special by dinosaurs. Do you like to nuts? No, I mean, seriously, you don't have to, Tina. Anthony's already got enough on his plate with falling madly head over heels in love. Which way to go, KT? Yeah. Yeah, too something too special. And I got a cute little note in it. I love it. And I've never been in a book before, guys. Oh, I guess I should talk about that. Oh, where's it at? Where's it at? It's in here. It's in here. Yeah, I'm in a book, guys. Like, actually in a book. You be well, Tina. Thank you, loves. Kiss the girls for me, too. I'm in a book, people. Yeah. What's up? These nuts. Yeah. I thank you, Tina. You know what? Your whole family's a light. I love you guys so much. I love the whole Todd family. Um, yeah, I just love them. I love them so much. I love you guys. Please sleep well. Keep doing you, babes. But yeah, oh my God. We'll get back to it in a minute, Edwin. I got distracted, which never happens on this show. I'm incredibly focused, and I have never, ever, 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 ever got distracted on this show ever before. So what was I talking about? Dinosaurus DD's nuts. Watch Don't Make a Weird podcast with Daniel Quigley, Sean Holden, and Dinosaurus DD's nuts. Cool. All right. Something beeped. What the hell just beeped? Oh my God, this is terrifying. Electric Scooter sent me a friend request. Can ignore that one. All right, so we were talking about Tremors. I was ranting incessantly about Tremors. I'm going to go back on the comments here. Again, happy birthday to Tina and Hunter and Caitlin and everybody that's got September birthdays. All right, so iStream had another one up here. Okay, that was the Ass Blaster eggs. How sensitive graboid hearing. Like I said, ignore the parasite thing. Best thing you can do. Just ignore it. Like I said, I love Don Michael Paul. We're just gonna let's just not a thing. Just moving on. And well, Edwin, yes, imagine my surprise when I'm grooving to music and think, what's happening down in hell? And I check Twitter to see someone messaging me for being a dipshit not being here. Love you, Baba. But no, okay, so no. So oh my God, excuse me. I think I need water for this. Whew, hold on. Oh, which reminded me, Ben got me this. This is Tremors as a frame, as frames from the thing. Sorry, we'll go back to that. So no, Shamar's down there. So they do lay the egg after flying. They have to fly to get there, though, iStream. Like, that's just like, they're trying to find some place to do that in. Like, that's like, so if you take what happens at the end of Tremors 3 at face value, what if maybe there's some water in that junkyard? Why? Maybe they saw a boat and they thought, let's go like water diving. Maybe there's something there that's making them fight Bert and Jody and Desert Jack. You're a gross person, whoever you are. So they're flying. They're trying to find a place to nest, having trouble with that, then going elsewhere. That would be, so it's still there. And then as a better design, like I said, Shriekers is better design. Shrieker would win in a fight because its scream would fuck the graboids. Ooh, that's a good one, Edwin. That would actually work. That would be a good thing in Don Michael Paul's movies. And Ass Blasters wouldn't be able to see Shriekers. I call bull on the parasite. Everybody's wishing happy birthdays. And hey, it doesn't have the Don Michael Paul trilogy. It's not that it has a lack of thinking. It has a lack of like string, like from one to the next. Like each one, and I wouldn't even put that on Don Michael Paul. That's just a not knowing if you're going to keep having movies going on and on and on. And so then there's probably no like continuity advisors or anything like that. That's where Steve is such an important person for Tremors, because he loves it so much that he's just sitting there doing exactly what I am, more nerdily, and like making sure everything runs from each one to the next. Like what I was telling you that I've been doing with my Tremors sequels, Edwin, where it's like, you got to know when you hit this domino over here, what other dominoes keep going. And Desert Jack is gone. Yay. How long will El Blanco live? That's a great question. Like, for me, I would put it at like, how long does a shark live? How long does an alligator live? That would be my like upper limit on that. Or you know what? I would even go, let's say like, how long does a tortoise live? I feel like that would probably be a better one-to-one analogy for how long a giant Precambrian lizard thing worm lives. So maybe 100 years, maybe 80, maybe 50, maybe it died after the Invisibat episode. And what does Invisibat look like? You can come up here, Shamar. What does Invisibat look like? It's a bat that's clear. Honestly, that's always what I thought. Like, not that it's invisible, but it's like a translucent bat. Shamar, come here. What you doing? Bubba. Okay, he's down there. I hear you. Yeah, Bubba. Come here. Ugh. Ugh. You gotta get up here. What we got?
I got it.
You got it? Who's that? Is that Bumblebee? We got Bumblebee. And we got drumsticks.
Yeah.
You know, I found a drumstick in the driveway today, buddy. Was that you?
I see it.
Oh, you did? He see it? I think he took the drumstick outside. That was my guess. And I'm not selling anything. Here, I think Tina wants to see it. If Tina's still here, there. Yeah. All right. Look at that. Look at how cute you are, Shamar. Everybody gets to see you're there, and you're there. Yeah. Yeah. See, he's got drumsticks. No, please don't hit things. Oh God, what have I done? What have I done? What am I doing? All right. And so again, what does Invisibat look like? I think Invisibat looks like a translucent bat. Is my bet. Yeah, he's a transibat. Transibat. Okay, here's a Stampede theory question. El Blanco, he upchucked Project 412, and it said when he eats Mixmaster becomes infected with Mixmaster. Is El Blanco a Mixmaster now, or died becoming one? Ooh, that's a good question. And we're losing the baby. Baby's going bye-bye. He needs Iron Man. He had to get his Iron Man up here. Love it. I'll read it again. Stampede theory question. El Blanco upchucked Project 412, and it said what eats Mixmaster becomes infected with Mixmaster. Is El Blanco a Mixmaster now, or died becoming one? What? And he went away. So here's the thing about that. So the only way that works is it has to eat it and ingest it into its system. Evolution doesn't happen immediately in that one animal. Like, that's not how that works. Everybody always confuses, they can like turn into shriekers, and the shriekers turn into ass blasters, and then that's what means that's evolution. No, that's metamorphosis. That is a predetermined characteristic inside of the animal already. Like how you wouldn't say that a caterpillar evolves into a butterfly. This is Pokemon logic. Now that I say, that's why people are confused. Is Pokemon logic. No. That is a predisposed trait to that animal. The thing about Mixmaster and Cletus, and you can go watch Tremors the series with Cletus inside of that, and it's the Ghost Dance episode, but he's talking about how like it litters the valley floor with bacteria. That animal eats it. All right, this first animal eats it. It then has offspring. That offspring carry the genetic signature of Mixmaster inside of it. And that doesn't even mean that immediate offspring is going to display characteristics like that are changing Mixmaster. However, down the line, more and more and more. And that's where Cletus even says, 99.9% of them, but that 0.1%, that's going to keep going. That's going to keep making more. Like, that'll like create another monster moving on from that. But it takes generations. You have to have generational, you have to have offspring. I was going to say, you have to have generational offspring over and over and over and over again. And that's what evolution is in the end too. Like people say, well, how do we turn from monkeys? No. There's this like, it's like a fan. Think about it like one of those Chinese fans, and it just like slowly make something different. That's the only way you can get a graboid Mixmaster creature. Like you have to be like over and over and over. Yes, we are talking about Todd W. Weatherwalk. Yes, we are talking about Mixmaster from Tremors the series. Most people don't know Tremors the series, so I'm really glad Todd got it. Way to go, bro. Todd, are you the one No, there's somebody else that does that has the actual animal creatures. And if you want to, Todd, we are over on the YouTube at the Tremor Saga. Like, comment, subscribe. Everybody needs to comment more on videos. That's my thing. I need to go. I know Thomas has commented on some and I've missed it. So no, to answer your question, great question though, iStream. No, El Blanco couldn't have been infected with Mixmaster and turned into a Mixmaster monster at that point in time. And then Edwin, the plush snake guy, I see it in your profile pic. I feel like I got on the Talking Tremors train in the sweet spot where you're going from being only about Tremors and being about literally anything else in half the time Tremors. Yes. And yes. Facts, LOL. Again, was missing all your comments, guys. The warm water hatched the eggs in Tremors 4, implying that warm water activates the eggs. And yes, do I think Earl and Kate married? I do. And I've said this before. They had John Bernthal as a kid. They had John. I always think they had like 3 kids. Like I think Val and Earl had one kid. No, Val and Rhonda had 1 kid, and that's who Valerie is. But they Kate and Earl had 3 kids. I always thought Mikey, Sarah, and then another one. But I always thought Mikey and Sarah was a good name. Arctic Summer bullshit. All right. Hey, what's up, Nick? How you doing? And I know, and you know what's sad is that John Welpley helped write 5 and 6, and he was there for Tremors 3. It's kind of difficult. And yes, tortoises live for 110 years. So yes. Ooh, elephant is another good one for El Blanco's life cycle. I'll buy that. Boomity boom. Shamar content. It's invisible. Wait, everyone at the Arctic base is still wearing cold gear. So how the hell did graboids hatch if there was no warm water? Edwin, I feel like you answered that question earlier with another side comment. What would have the next creature been after the key episode? I think the thing in the trees, because I was weirdly enough, I saw something on Twitter today where someone was actually talking about Tremors series, and they were talking about how like there was like this octopus thing in the tree, and it was terrifying. It was a terrifying freaking video. Oh my god! And then the thing in the trees would have been there's something in the trees that like it mixed with an octopus. Honestly, I think like octopus and like koala for some reason, and then that's what's like snatching people out of the trees. John Bernthal. I wonder how many more mixed master creatures there could have been. There could have been millions. This is always my grand theory why Universal first like stole Tremors away was they wanted to turn Tremors into the horror Pokemon, like of horror. The Pokemon of horror. That's what I was looking for. Because you can do so many different things. You can make so many different monsters and make buku bank on it. And we need Julianne Moore and David Duchovny of AI for Evolution. Damn, Ben. Oh, flying snakes. Ooh, that's a good one, Todd. You could add flying snakes. Again, I haven't even drank that much coffee. This is just my excitement that people are into the episode and I have real people internet. And yes, no, the actor John Bernthal. Kate and Earl had a kid, and it was the actor John Bernthal. I want to see that. And yes, that's tree squid. Ben got it right. Ben got it right, first of all. Oh, wait. Maybe he's saying it as I'm saying it. Drop bears. Oh, my God. Holy shit. That would be terrifying. Holy shit. Just fucking drop bears. Oh, my God. I'm catching up. I'm trying to catch up. All right. Whew. Okay. Evolution. So that's it's not. You know what? And I said this with Ian's episode last week that Evolution is a pretty fun movie. Oh, and I didn't even talk about Joey and I building the Shrieker, which was the episode before this. We'll get to this. Hold on, let me finish up the question. And yes, the reason Bert and Idiot Son are super hot is because they thought it would be super intense cold, but it is not. All right. I like flying snakes, though. That's a good one, Todd. So, through the lore from Don Michael Paul trilogy, but Valentine McKee, say Val McKee. Now, some can be confused. Does that mean we have to use Valentine and Valerie as full names and not Val anymore? It's a name. Just use whatever fucking name you want. And hell, and this is where, you should take a hint from the show, that what you're watching, that use humor. Like there's a humor there. So like, let's just say that they are called Val and Val. Okay, which one are you talking about? Like the characters themselves can be having that argument, or not even that argument, but like, oh, hey Val, can you help me? And then like Kevin comes over and it's like, no, I wanted your daughter because she's actually smart. Like there's these like, you can use that. Like that's like you don't have to be like, oh, what's the name? I'm saying this as a trans person. Just use whatever fucking name like it feels like. You can call him Valerie. You can call him Valentine. You can call him Viddly Boom Bomb if you want to. It don't matter. Like as long as you know what your characters are trying to accomplish and you can create that inside of the story, Val and Val, it don't matter, baby. That's fine. They're just names. Like they're just names, baby. And you got to think too. Don't put, like I said, I love Don. I'm not, this ain't me harshing. Just be careful about putting too much weight on those things inside of those movies, because it's just what, like, because you can put too much. It's like a bad table. You just put too much weight on it, and it's just gonna fall on you. It's that chair in The Patriot when Mel Gibson is making chairs, and then he sits in it, and then he falls down. And The Patriot's a good movie too. Just as a side note. I like The Patriot. I watched that recently too. And then and Ben coming in here with the save. We named the dog Indiana. Like that's use it as a joke inside of the movie. Like Tremors is a horror comedy franchise. Like you can be funny with it. Like who cares? They are called Val and Val. That's funny. Use it or lose it. And yeah, Tuki. I think we've established that caca and tuki don't work. That was worth it. That olive was so worth it. Apparently Johnny Harmonic says the director's commentary is worth it for evolution. Okay, note to self. Honestly, most directors' commentaries are great. So here's a fun story. So, when I was back in Mandy. No, oh my god, that was super weird. That doesn't count as an impression. That's just me mocking the good old days of Mountain Dew commercials. Like that Mountain Dew commercial where that guy has that button that turns his friend into a lady. Whew, talk about awakening things in me. Like there was a director's commentary for the Boondock Saints. All right. This is like, and I had never listened to a director's commentary before, but I was like, I like the Boondock Saints. Oh, hey, I've got the DVD. I pop it in. Hey, there's this director's commentary. Let's watch it. Because you know what? Let's all admit this, that when we're all like 15 years old, the Boondock Saints is a great fucking movie. All right. I'm 33 now, and I get to take a step back and be like, maybe not. But at that time, the Boondock Saints is a great fucking movie. Fucking, what a fight! Again, worth it. That olive was worth it too, because that's what's the symbolism? So good. But the first director's commentary I ever watched was for the Boondock Saints, and boy, let me tell you how much of a mistake that was. And I love director's commentaries now. I'm glad that I didn't like you and your fucking rope. God damn it, Ben. Stop feeding me. I love commentaries now. Like one of my favorite commentary tracks for anything, and I recommend everybody do this, is the commentary tracks for Community. Season 1, 2, and 3 is my big, like, oh my god, that is huge. Like that, like they are formative for like helping me and Caitlin both like figure out different production things behind the scenes while still also being absolutely hilarious. Like, hey Tracy, what's your favorite condiment? Barbecue sauce? Or no, what's it? No. Oh, Tracy, what's your favorite food? Barbecue sauce? That sounds like more of a food than a condiment. Yeah. You just ate cement. Oh my gosh, you're just coming in here and you just oh my god. Don't eat the crab dip. Yeah. Or what? Yeah, that's what it is. Sorry. Super distracted. And then any of the commentaries for the Broken Lizard Crew, says Johnny Harmonic. But I listened to the commentary track for Boondock Saints and and please note that I'm saying this currently being the only one in this room talking about Tremors, that when I say this, like, whoo, it's got to mean something. That, like, that fucking, oh my God, Troy Duffy, I think is the guy that directed that, was so far up his own ass about the Boondock Saints. It was terrible. I think I got like 20 minutes into this. And even as like a 15-year-old, I was like, this guy has a fucking problem. And I cannot listen to somebody this narcissistic, like, talk about how great their own movie is and how great they are for making this movie. Oh my God, it's not true. I think I did watch the whole thing. I just like fucking toned down. Oh my God. Cause I remember like one of the later scenes and yeah. It was bad. Like, if you want, like, please go look. It's gotta be somewhere. Cause it's fucking so bad. That guy is so up his own ass about the Boondock Saints. And it made me, I don't think I ever watched, like, I might have caught it, but I didn't watch the Boondock Saints like ever again. And no, Johnny Harmonic, I actually like Kevin Smith, because at least Kevin Smith has a level of awareness to the up his own ass. Like that, I'm fine. Like what I just did by stating here at the beginning of my statement that, like, hey, I'm so far up my own ass, and I'm even complaining about this guy over here up their own ass. No, I like Kevin Smith. Like I just watched Clerks recently, and I just watched Clerks 2. Really loved them both. Like that was a really fun movie. And that was like for the first time with both. I haven't like watched either movie like ever for realsies. And I only watched those because of the Quarantine Book Club with Ramsey Denton, Bobo Denton, and Mick Arcade. And no, Kevin's like, I'll buy Kevin Smith. Like, and Caitlin and I actually went to go see Kevin Smith talk out at a barn. Like we have this barn venue called Codfish Hollow, and Kevin Smith came out into the middle of fucking nowhere to talk at this barn. And I thought that we watched it for an hour. We listened to him talk for an hour, and it was great. I don't know. He was very insightful, very humble, very forthcoming, very honest. I like Kevin Smith. I don't know everything about Kevin Smith. I'm not gonna say I'm the hugest Kevin Smith fan. I think the guy's got something to say. I don't know. I get why Anthony and Steven love him. How about that? But yeah. The dude that did the commentary track for the Boondock Saints ruined the Boondock Saints for me. And you know what? If you don't want to ruin the Boondock Saints for yourself, don't listen to it, I guess. But also now I've like put that worm in your ear, and you're probably going to be really curious like how bad that could be. It's bad. Because then I love commentary tracks. Apparently I need to the Aliens, we were watching Aliens earlier. Apparently the commentary track for Aliens is hilarious. Because it's just James Cameron being a nerd, and then Michael Biehn being hilarious, which I'm into. The comment as a staple, the commentary track for Tropic Thunder is actually, it lives up to the hype, like seriously. And then what Edwin said, the commentary track for Tremors 4 is actually really great, because it's Steve just being super duper nerdy about like the weirdest things that you wouldn't even think of, but it's actually like insightful. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I didn't think about that. That's awesome. And I love the question. Like I brought it up at Tremors Fest, where it's like, he talks about it in the commentary that like everybody was kind of giving him shit for like putting the steam engine into it and like having a steam engine. But like he talked, like he says like 3 or 4 times in the commentary where everyone was just like harping on him. But he's like, hey, but you know what? We found a use for it at the end. Like he's even like, yeah, so fuck you guys. We got the fucking, we used it in the plot. It wasn't just so I could have a steam engine, which is cute. Like, I get that as a filmmaker of like, oh, I wanted this cool thing in there, and everybody was like being mean to me, but I was like, nope, it's a part of the plot. Fuck it. Love that. It's a great commentary track. Go listen to the Tremors 4 commentary track. Highly recommend it. And yeah, commentary tracks are great. I don't know how we got out of the subject of commentary tracks, to be completely honest. Oh my god, Edwin actually seen. Okay, yep. Hold on, I gotta do it. Hold on. I gotta give Edwin a full one on this. Yep, there's the steam engine. I had to really fit it in the budget, so he had to use it. Can't make it useless. Gotta have an excuse. Yay! And then They Crawl Beneath. That's the one I was thinking of. Thank you, iStream. I haven't seen it yet. Hey, someone on TikTok actually loved the Tremors movies. Yeah, what's up, bro? And yes, his voice is amazing. I love that. Keep it on topic. Oh, because we were talking about the commentary track for Evolution. That's how we got onto this topic. Okay, I gotta look. If I someone on TikTok asked me if I had to intimidate someone while silently eating a sandwich, which sandwich would you choose? Meatball marinara sandwich, because I feel like just eating that with the squishy happening would also evoke a bit of blood, and like I'm gonna beat you up and the other person, but you'd still get like with some squish, and then it's like this red like on your face. Terrifying. Everything else, I don't know. Got like lettuce coming out of your sandwich. It's not intimidating. Thank you. I'm glad you thought so. Dinky Slinky 401. God, I love usernames. All right. So I will acknowledge, because we get political on this show. It's Talking and Tremors. This 2024 election is so terrible. If the Bert for president was actually real, I'd rather have a graboid, paranoid survivalist for president than these candidates just saying Bert better, done with politics. Okay, so couple things. You can't say done with politics while also talking about politics. It doesn't work. Just be in politics. That's life. We all gotta vote. Well, we don't have to vote. We all vote. It's a thing. And you know what? I don't know if I really would want Bert to be president more than that. I'll just outright say it, that I think our Democratic current candidate ain't bad. I'll jump on the Kamala Harris train, because you know what? After 248 years, let's like do something different than old white guy. I didn't mind middle-aged black dude. Middle-aged black dude was pretty good, man. So like, why not try middle-aged black woman? I'm into it. All right. I'm just anything that's not old white guy. And unfortunately, Bert Gummer is old white guy. Like, that's my. And you know what? Let's be honest. Bert wouldn't do shit. Bert would be the worst choice for like an actual political office to do anything. Because that's, I always think about, as much as everybody like hates Leslie Knope in Parks and Rec, that I would rather have somebody that dedicated to like improving government like projects and stuff. That's like Ron Swanson is fun. However, like you're not gonna get anything done, like not actually. And sometimes if you can't get rid of government entirely, like Ron wants to do, that just like work inside of the system and like do that instead. I love Leslie Knope. I think like I don't think I'd like her as a friend or anything like that. But as someone that's working in a political office, I would vote for Leslie Knope every single time. I like old black man says, and maybe black women. I like old black. He was middle-aged, Edwin. Obama was like 40. And then I don't know. I honestly don't know how old Kamala Harris is. And then I like the Alaskan town that does the dog for mayor, says Ben. I mean, it's fine, I guess. Sure. I feel like we should just let's just be serious and do something real for once and not joke candidates. It's not even about you, Ben. That's just about that whole like, oh, I want to vote for the guy with a boot on his head. No, you don't. No, you don't. Not really. It's not going to get anything done. Just vote. Like, I love the concept of government should be boring. Like, seriously, just boring. It should make you want to fall asleep. Like that's it, man. Just and you're out. No technocracy. No, I don't trust the AIs either. All right, because they're just going to kill us, Ben. They're just going to come after us and kill us. And yeah, I would like my government to be boring again. I would really boring and no money. And you know what? That's like true. Like, let's just. Oh, that's a noise outside. I thought it was my phone ringing. It is not. Boring and no money. Like, that's fine. I think everybody's gonna hate me for this. I don't think taxes are bad. I don't mind paying taxes as long as they're going to things that we actually use, and we don't actually have health care, and we don't have other social services, and we're cutting the Department of Education, and my roads suck, and other things that I'm on a podcast about tremors. I'm not qualified to talk about these things, all right? I'm not Taylor Swift. No, just I don't mind taxes, and I want my government to be boring. I don't know, hate me. And I don't think Burt Gummer would be a good political candidate, just at all. And in the time I've said this, I've already lost 4 viewers. Hooray! And Thomas, I will say government isn't the smartest, and it does some dumb things. I'm in the military currently and about to retire. I get it. However, it's just one of those things that, like, oh my God, are you mad at? Okay, I was gonna say, is TikTok mad at me because I said something about Taylor Swift? Because I would believe that. That a imperfect system that still does good for people or attempts to do good for people is better than one that doesn't exist or one that's actively trying to hurt you. And I feel like it is a great viewpoint to have from a military perspective of, and this is actually something that I agree with the Burt Gummer meme stash guy on, that that America has a real problem with being handsy about everybody else. Like, we should take all that, and I'm not opposed to sometimes money to other countries. I feel like Russia would be taking over the world if we weren't helping Ukraine currently and all this jazz. Israel, this is a little. It's not a. I do not have the brain power to even begin to figure out how to discuss that fucking clusterfuck. However, Russia bad, Ukraine not bad. Give money. And yes, there's other countries aren't great either, and again, Thomas, it tries, so it is what it is, and I'm not going to say that word, Ben, because I just feel like TikTok or YouTube will come after me if I just don't. I'm not putting my thumb on that button. It's not a bad word either. It's just not. I'm not saying it. Technocracy is supposed to be the best candidate is in charge, not some popularity mudslingers like doctors and engineers. But to that point, I think that, and I stream. You can't be talking about Mongolian deathworm and they crawl beneath when you're the one that introduced this topic to the chat. Engage with the conversation, okay? You laughed at Taylor Swift, so you're clearly listening. So I get it. Dune was better. I saw Confusing Tremors as just a perfect balance for me. Just engage with the conversation. You're the one that created this conversation. I don't care if it's hard to look at me. Scroll on. My biggest, my one, I'm gonna asterisk this and keep going. That if we did away with the electoral college and did ranked choice voting, I think we would hit a little bit better of Ben's concept of the best people for the job and not political mudslingers. Really into that. That's my I get it. That's cool. And yeah, I'm not qualified for this. I just know that the Republican right side of current politics wants to exterminate me. So I'm just kind of like, you know what? I'm just gonna, don't mind me. I'm gonna vote for the old black or the middle-aged black woman. That's not cool. I'll take it. And Spanky Hanky shared the TikTok live. What a great name. Booyah. I also like the winners is yeah, it's true. I like the winner is president and the loser is vice president. Yeah. That I was gonna do a Hamilton lyric, but I haven't listened to Hamilton in forever. But that's I look forward to serving you as your vice president. Ah, motherfucker thinks he can run against me and he can still be my vice president. Well, guess what? Because I can change that. Because I'm the president. That does count as an olive, totally. I'm gonna eat two. I haven't eaten one in a while, and I did some other ones. So yeah, I don't know. My takeaway from this conversation is that iStream, if you're anybody, it's not just iStream 36. I'm gonna just call anybody out here, but like if you're gonna bring politics into the conversation, don't just back out and start talking about Mongolian deathworm when the politics conversation gets real. Participate, and that's everybody. Don't just vote for president. Participate in all of your local elections. They're far more important. That's what I gotta say on that. That's such a. I don't know who I'd vote for, but I say we need another Indo president. Like we haven't had one since George Washington. That is not. I am not touching that. I can't touch that one with a 60-foot pole because there's nothing there to touch. There needs to be a little bit more education on this front. It seems like that I am not qualified to do. And anyhow, that Mongolian death worm was pretty bad. I've never watched it. I would love to watch it. That and They Crawl Beneath. Ooh, speaking of which, I would love to. Those seem like good movies. So here's a fun one. So I watched this one because of Ian. Ian from Fermented Cinema was talking about movies that he liked, and he did a review on this movie called Screamers. If you've never seen it, 1986's Screamers with Peter Weller. It's got RoboCop in it, and I'm not kidding. Like, I need to make a video of this where like the Screamers, they're under the ground. I'm not joking. They're under the ground and they move like graboids and they yell like shriekers, and it's a great stupid movie. And I really loved it. I don't know. I got nothing else to add. I just thought it was I love stupid, dumb 80s movies. And then I also watched Blue Ruin today, which is not that at all. So that's my like Screamers, Blue Ruin. These are the sides of my spectrum. And yes, Thomas, we do need like 5 political parties to get more variety and more perspectives. So true on that one. That's our real problem is our 2-party system. But to go off the Mongolian deathworm and the They Crawl Beneath Screamers. If you like either of those movies, watch, and you like Tremors, watch Screamers. Great movie. It's They Crawl Beneath is the one I really want to watch. Like that looks interesting. And Ben said Bull Moose Party makes a comeback. Booyah. Okay. Cool. So interesting conversation that we had there. Grabbers is a great one. Oh, you probably watched that one because I was telling John about it. The talk of tonight's episode was supposed to be about I need y'all's help making my Tremor sequel here. I hope Edwin's still here because I need Edwin. Edwin. Okay, Edwin, if you're here, chime out. Grabbers is a good movie. I always love a horror movie with a romance angle on it. It seems odd, but I do like romance movies. I'm a sucker that way. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. I've talked about this before. All right. I think it's an interesting aspect to add to movies. So first of all, I keep forgetting to talk about. I had Joey on the show, and Joe and I built a shrieker. We got a shrieker head. Like, look at that baby. Yeah. Oh my god. And you know what? I don't think there's much more we got to do to this. Like, this is it. Look at that fucking thing, man. Like I can't get enough of this thing. It's so cool. Yeah, Joe and I built this, and it was dope. This is great. Had a fun time building a shrieker, and yeah, we're gonna. This is just the head, and I gotta refine it a little bit. I gotta really unscrew it, screw it, cut some things, and fix it up a little bit. But this is gonna be our shrieker. We're making a shrieker sequel. I need to come up with another name because it can't be Silent Song. That's my other one. But yeah, this fucking thing. So we're making a shrieker sequel. I don't care. If you're on the audio only podcast, you need to get on the YouTube because this is dope. It's so fucking cool. All right. Yeah. So, hey, and Chris is here too. Oh, I love you, Chris. I didn't shout you out yet, so now I have to shout Chris out. Hey, what's up, buddy? Oh, you're on your flight to Disney. That's right. Hey, pay attention to your family. Damn it. And yes, so this is where I always tell people, and I'm going to tell you, iStream, stop writing stories and scripts. Stop writing scripts that you think are like that somebody's going to see or anything like that. It's not worth. Write a story. I mean, actually, I think Tremors Generations is iStream's writing a story. Go out there and write scripts that you can make, like actually make with your friends, or even if it's just you. Because technically, my first two Tremors movies, one I filmed and it was just me, and I played Burt Gummer and Earl Bassett, and then the other one was my original character, and then Caitlin filmed it, and then our third one we had a whole cast and crew, and then our fourth one we had Ben and Dessa, and then now on our fifth one, we're gonna do a Predator thing with Shriekers. Like, I just keep wanting to grab it because it's so cool. It's so cool. And Jamie Rodolfo Leon Montoya and Stephanie thinks it's amazing. Tremors, Attack of the Shriekers, and Night of the Shriekers. Night of the Shriekers is taken already. My brain just thought Shrieker Fall for something. Ooh. Sorry, I just had to like pop. Titles are huge for me. I love titles. And we're making a Shrieker sequel that I'm not gonna like hide this. This is just facts because I watched Predator earlier. I was watching it to prepare for this podcast, and then as I said, Aliens was on, and I was watching that up until I came up to here. That Shallow Shrieks. Big titles make me big. I can't. Okay, it looks like big titties. Big titties make me happy. I love it. And yes, Tremors! Jamie Rodolfo Leon Montoya. Volcano Green Lava Orange. Are you trying to do RuneScape letters? Because that's what I see with that one. That it is just fucking Predator. All right. Like everybody's here seen Predator. And Cult of Odd is here. Christopher's here. God, I love you, Bubba. Shrieker be damned. Ooh, that's a good one. All right. Yeah, and like it is just I'm not like there's nothing. I think that's why I keep laughing. It is just Predator, but with Shriekers. Like that's it. However, that's where it has to be Aliens 2. Nightmare on Shrieker Street. Nah. Less so. I don't know. Like this alliteration. If you guys can get alliteration, you'll win for me. And so this is the take a shriek. The next step. Ooh. Oh wow. To catch a shrieker. The next step. Ooh, that's good. The next step. Ooh, I like that one. Tremors, the next step. Ooh, that's a good one, Edwin. That's a good one. This is why I have to combine Aliens with it. So, like, Predator, like, it's a lone animal. Like, it's a lone alien. Sorry, why did I say animal? You're not the teacher's pet. Thomas is the teacher's pet. And she's not even the teacher's pet. I have no teacher's pet. I am my own personal teacher's pet. That's why I have this is my jar of apples. Shriek ER. It's a medical drama. Damn. Ugh. I'll give you more attention, Edwin. Why do you think I texted you and told you like what was happening? Because I needed you here. Edwin's my writer, so like, Edwin's my co-writer. Well, you're all my co-writers. All right. This is the thing is that I am like stealing ideas left and right. I'm gonna credit the fuck out of everybody when it comes down to it because it's facts. So what it is that Edwin, if I don't get paid, you're not getting paid. Nobody's getting paid. Is that this team of people goes in and they're shriekers, and they gotta. We are gonna do. Yeah. Oh, I was thinking about it today. While watching Predator, that like, I'm gonna have so much fun doing the POV shots with the Shrieker heat vision. Oh, it's gonna be so fucking cool. I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. That's why I said I love this thing. Hold on, everybody else. I just don't care. This thing is so cool, man. Like this is our Shrieker, and it's like it looks like a Japanese like Shrieker with the little Hojiwa, Hayamaskama, Yulisa. I'm going to come here! Choe Kocha! This is kind of cultural appropriation. A little racist. But I don't care. It's good. It's more like Teenage Mutant Ninja Shriekers. It's so cool. Again, if you... come on. I got this. It's very unwieldy currently. I got to figure out how to, like, work it. Shrieker Island, Shriek Team 6, Shriekers, Apex Predator, everybody's just killing. Tremors, Deadfall. That's a good one, Ben. Damn, I gotta write these. Hold on. Tremors, Deadfall, and Tremors The Next Step have got me. The Next Step and Deadfall. I like Deadfall, because that's, yeah, because everybody always thinks that my titles are like mean for one thing, but really they got to mean for several things. Okay, I'm gonna back it up. So what happens is that when like my wife Michelle, Caitlin, when my character's wife got eaten at the beginning of the last movie. It, like, of course, I, like, called the police and called the government, all this jazz. And I think nothing happens, all right? My character thinks that nothing happens. However, because we know that this is a huge world of Tremors, and there's government agencies all over the place. We got Mixed Master people. We got the Proudfoot and the Trilateral corporations. We got Twitchels, all right? And yes, probably me. Someone's going to wear it or puppeteer it. Probably me. Tremors, Fields of Flesh. See, we already had Fields. We can't go backwards, Edmund. So when I, like, called this in that Michelle got eaten, it triggered this, like, database of, like, oh, hey, there's secret government organization that, like, they go out and they, like, clean up graboid threats and they get rid of them and then no one's the wiser. And you just kind of like, oh, and that adds the extra question of, like, why don't we know more about this stuff? Well, because the government's coming in and getting rid of it. This isn't a political conversation. It's just, Shrieker's Fears of the Flesh. That's a good one. Fears of the Flesh. That's a good one. Chris. Awesome. Tremors, Heatwave. I'll write it down. Heatwave. All right. You guys are good on titles. Keep thinking. So it triggers this thing in a government database that lets them know they've got to come out and they've got to clean it up. And so then this team, and I'm thinking straight up Predator thing. It's just 7 fucking people just going out. And I actually have, so this is the opening. And I actually have one of the guys that I want to do it, Dusty Meyer. And he's going to be, hold on, TikTok. You don't care. Is that, Like, the movie is literally going to open on him reading this comic book. Like that, like seriously. Like, it's just going to be him reading this and what it is, and then like we zoom in or zoom out from this, like, and they're in a car, we're going to use the Jeep, I'm thinking the Jeep, and like it's this squad team, and because I can't get a helicopter or anything like that, this squad team is driving to a location to take care of the threat, and the main character, we won't know it yet, but that's going to be our main character, is reading the Tremors comic, and everybody else in the Jeep is kind of giving him shit for like, oh my god, you're reading that fucking comic about it. Hey, Thomas, no hate, and DARPA is pretty good too. DARPA is terrible. And reading this comic, and the Dusty character is basically trying to be like, yeah, no, this is like totally real. They're like writing comics about what we go out and do and stuff. And they're all like giving him shit because, oh, have good fun in bed, Chris. Love you. Everybody go listen to the Cult of Odd 2. That guy needs some more love. Go give Chris Dunham some more love from my heart. Go give Odd all my love. Love that guy. And they're all kind of giving him shit, and I know it's no more Chris, but like, it's still a good podcast to listen to. Like, people should go listen to it. And Tremors, Artisans of War, it's okay. And I gotta have you on the show, Chris. Like, that's still on my list. Even if your podcast isn't going, still gotta have him on. And they're going to location to do something about this or whatever, and making fun of the guy for reading the Tremors comic, but lo and behold, like, oh, this is actually a real thing, but they're joking, because at what I consider is that this team has probably only dealt with like graboids. Like, that's what they do such a good job, and the government does such a good job at getting to the threats in time, that all they ever deal with is like graboids. They have stuff to deal with graboids. None of them have actually seen a Shrieker or an Ass Blaster. They know that maybe, of course, there's a possibility, but just like everything else in the world and in Tremors and in real life, they're not going to instantly believe that till it's like right in their face. Like, that's not so they're kind of giving this guy shit for like, oh, you're reading a comic about the thing that we're doing. Why don't you just like go out and do it? But then they're like, no, he's not stingy. So to literally do the Predator 1-to-1, he's the Hawkins character. He's the funny guy. Like, he's their jokester. He's their nerdy guy that actually is incredibly helpful. But unlike he's going to die first in Predator, he's going to be one of the last ones, like, in the movie. No. And no. That's what you think. Like I said, you know me, Edwin. I gotta set you up. And then knock your legs out underneath, so that way you don't see it coming. And they pull up all this jazz or whatever, and I'm thinking, like I said, they go out there to fight some graboids, and maybe we have a little bit of and so this is where I need help. All right, so like, do they actually encounter graboids, or do they just go out there to find them? And maybe it's a thing where like they don't even see them initially, and they're still like, what's going on? Why aren't we finding graboids? Trying to go out and kill them. Although it was one of those, like, because I was telling Dusty, you still kind of got to have that thing in the first act where you see them use all their guns and use all their weapons, and it's just like Predator, where it's like big and bad and bold and all over the place, just to get a lot of cool explosion-y, action-y set piece up front. Or do you just go a little slower with it? And see, that's where and Edwin's right. Every Tremors movie has graboids. I know. And that's where I don't want to have graboids. Like, and yes, I want to make graboids out of tan sleeping bags. That would just be great. Fill them with pumpkins. Yeah, I would love that. I just don't want to have graboids, like, at all. Like, that's my, like, no graboids. It's just a Shrieker feature completely. And then Shrieker Dominion, Tremors Dominion. Hey, you guys, Tremors, Shrieker Onslaught, Race to the Shriekers. You keep trying. Ben currently has the number one winner with Tremors Deadfall. I'm just saying. I gotta. And then the next step is the next step below that. But I don't know for sure, and I need this, like, my confidence says no Shriekers, or sorry, no graboids, and it's just Shriekers, like straight all Shrieker action all the time. But then my fear is like, well, but you got to have something up front on that set piece. And I just think, like, no, I think, like, you do, as I'm talking, and this is why Thomas is here. Yes. Fuck yes. They find the corpse of a graboid or hear the death throes of one in Metamorphosis. Ooh, I love that. Ooh, Tremors Dead Silence. Again, derivative. And yeah, okay. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Because Zach Croats was talking about wanting to use, like, you take, like, an old log or something, like a really old, like, rotting big ass log or whatever, and you kind of, like, cut the interior of it out, and then you just drape pumpkins and shit like that coming out of its stomach, so it looks like a graboid burst, and, like, that's your metamorphosis, which would be a great, you know what, that I don't hate. Ooh, Stephanie, Edwin, Stephanie likes the next step. Oh shit. But, like, so then I get to have my thing, which is what, like I said, okay, look, people, I have watched everything Tremors. I don't mean to be like this, but if I'm going to make a Tremors movie, it has to be different. I can't repeat things. I just can't, unless I'm twisting it, and then we can repeat things, but it's got to be new. I just can't do it. Don't worry. I don't want Dead Silence iStream. I don't. You can take it. But then that's so that's a good one. Like they do, and because then I think, like, the audience, like, we're gonna go into it expecting Predator, like, initially, and this is where I say that, like, it's got to be Predator and Aliens, and I don't mean Predator versus Aliens. Like, you have to take, like, the like the bones of aliens and put a Predator skin on it. Like, it's gotta, like, look like Predator, because the important things. Okay, here's the third person saying just do a better one than Shrieker Island. This is literally, that's my plot, is I just take Burt Gummer out of Shrieker Island, is, like, that's all I'm doing, and then it's a better movie. And so, because here's the with just a pile of dirt and then orange paint through. Oh yeah, exactly, like the one in Shrieker. Now I get what you're talking about. Sorry, like, it's the graboid corpse with, like, the orange paint and the dirt on it. Exactamundo. And because Predator has a lone singular alien stalking them, and you can't, if you're sending, and then even more so, if you're sending a team in to attack them, they have to know about that beforehand. So we're actually, like I said, this is Predator skin over aliens bones, because that's aliens. Is that okay? So now you're actually sending a team in because they know that there are aliens there, and then that's the swarming of the xenomorphs, which is a great, like, that's. There's so fucking many of them, like that one minigun scene where it's just like you just see them on radar. No, Oh my God, Ben. I love you. My God. Can they find a graboid body that the Shriekers are similar to pod people and do a shriek while the protagonist has to figure out who isn't infected yet? Also Slither-esque. Oh my God. I love you for a great many things, Ben. And that is not one of them. That is, I'm trying not. I like. We try to yes and on this show as much as possible, except when things are really bad. And that. Some things are funny because they make no sense, and that is not one of them. Damn it, Ben. God damn it. That goes back to our terrible Don Michael Paul trilogy Parasite thing earlier. Let's just not do it. Let's just not do it. So this team goes, tries to take him out, expecting graboids. I know. I'll always love you, Ben. Ben's the best. Yeah, Ben's the best, guys. That's why he got eaten. They're going to do the extermination of the graboids or capture them or something like that. And obviously then Shriekers attack, and it's a whole thing. We are not cribbing from Planet of the Apes ice stream 36. Rise of the Shriekers, Dawn of the Shriekers, War of the Shriekers, Shrieker County. Like I said, Deadfall is winning. Like for me, with Deadfall and the next step. So that's where you want to think. Like, no Shrieker for old men. Jesus Christ. That's, you know what, that I'll actually pull up because that's funny. And so that's the, like I said, that's the gist. Like, that's like it. There's not much more to say to that besides going into the forest, trying to, what they think fight graboids, find... Yeah, that's actually what I said at the beginning. Yeah, Edwin, no, that's what I was kind of like train of thoughting it earlier. And that, like right there, Edwin says, maybe the reason they don't expect Shriekers is because the squad is so effective that it absolutely never gets to Shriekers. I love that. Like that, I guess I was stream of thoughting it earlier, and that is a really great, like, oh no, these people are so effective at what they do that the first sign of like graboids, and because graboids do take a while to metamorphose into Shriekers, like that's, it means that you can get to them sooner. Like this would be one of those, like maybe they didn't. Like this is that like, oh, we didn't. Silent Shriekers makes no sense, iStream. And Ninja Shriekers, they will be in the trees, Ben. That's a like that's ooh, yeah. Maybe a fun little battle cry is that they have is no survivors. That's a good one. Their battle song is going to be Pink Pony Club, as I've said before. Don't ask me why. I just want it to be. And like that, like the concept is, it's just funny. Like to me, it's just one of those actually like funny things. Like these people are so good at taking out graboids that they've never actually seen Shriekers or Ass Blasters. And yes, and that's, and it, well, what I was trying to do too with the guy that's reading the comic is that I'm playing on the concept that like to people, most people in the world, it's just graboids. They're just tremors. There's only tremors. We're only saying the tremors. That's the only thing that's out there. What? There was another movie that didn't have Kevin Bacon? Well, I only watched the first one, and it's got the tremors in it. And so that to everybody out there, and if Anthony was here right now, he would be like, yeah, this is why they shouldn't have made any sequels. And I would be like, this is why you're wrong, Anthony, is my sequel will prove why these are a great creature to use. And so I want that to be like, even these people that their job is to know about like other creatures doesn't know about Shriekers and Ass Blasters, which is also another thing that maybe I'm saying about other people and such like that like think that they know a bunch about tremors, but really all they know about are graboids. And I'm just like, no. I want like, yes. And that was where, yes. Oh my God, Edwin, this is what I wanted to play. The government made that up for the movies to make it more fictional. Yes. And yet maybe the others think that the Shriekers are a myth made up for the movies. Yes, that's exactly it. Because I always have that theory because that like, that's, that you can actually, there's in an episode of Tremors the series, you can see a VHS box set for Tremors in the background. Like legitimately, hold on one second, just because I'm saying it. Like in back behind Jody, like in Chang's, there's a VHS of Tremors like back there, like just sitting back there, and directed by Stanley Kubrick. When did he die? Because we can make that work. Like we can make that work. Oh my god! And so in universe, and then there's even in Edwin's least favorite Tremors movie, Tremors 3, there's the kid that says, "Hey mom, take a picture of me in front of the Tremor." They're called graboids. That doesn't count as an impression because I'm actually doing something about Tremors. I think Eyes Wide Shut. So I want to say 03. I think 03. Somebody look it up. I could look it up, but if I do, I'm just going to get distracted. I get it, Edwin. You're fine to you're fine to hate on it. It's totally cool. But that would be. I've always thought that like inside of Tremors, there's got to be like movies about Tremors, and I always loved the joke on the internet that Tremors is a documentary. Like it's what are you talking about? It's a fucking documentary. Because I love that, like, oh my god, people when they first watch Tremors are legitimately afraid of it. Like they're afraid to walk on the ground because they don't want to get eaten by graboids. That's what I was talking with Ian with last week. And just like, okay, no, Tremors is a documentary and you can't prove me wrong. So Stanley Kubrick died in 1999. And Kubrick is like Disney and cryogenically frozen. Yeah, he could have directed Tremors 1 and Tremors 2. God, that would be... Oh, there's a joke there. There's a joke there to be had. We can do something with that. Let's do that. My boobs look super good on the screen. Yes, I'm now just playing with my boobs on my podcast. I don't care. Get over it. And yeah, maybe the other two, and say that he directed those before he dies. God, that's really good. But that's like that because. So then the thing about both Predator and Aliens that I want to subvert is that there's somebody that knew about it and they're like a bad guy. Like in Predator, there's Dylan, and Dylan, like, he didn't know about the Predator being there or whatever. And that, but he knew, he sent Hopper in and he sent the chopper in and stuff like that. So he knew that something was up and he just didn't tell Dutch all the stuff. And then in Aliens, there's Burke, who actually like knows and sets the plot of the movie in motion by knowing that there's aliens and sending people out there, and then trying to kill Ripley and Newt. So that's I don't want that. I think that's a great, like, we expect that in this type of movie or whatever, but then I think it's a more realistic thing to go, no, these guys are really good at their jobs. They're only killing graboids. They think that the person that reads Tremors comics is just a kooky freak, Burt Gummer lover. Oh no, boom, they're actually real. What the fuck are we going to do? And then iStream, don't worry about playing video. It's cool, Edwin. You don't got to type super fast. I talk incredibly fast. Why not make the Shriekers huddle behind and under things like Shriekers hiding in diet and prances out like a graboid? People will think it's a graboid, but surprise, it's a Shrieker, and scene open title. See, here's the thing. I'm not everything but the open title I'm like into. Yes, and then Edwin, yes, you can see Bert with the Bullseye brand stuff. He knows he's on TV. There's Burt Gummer's survival school videos. The dirt, hiding in the dirt. See, that's where it's going to be. It's not going to be in dirt. This is all we're going to do in a forest we're going to do in a forest and a prairie. And honestly, that would be a good for the prairie, because like what it is, it's like it's an up to waist length prairie. and that's where our first act is going to be. And then the second act will move into the forest, and then the third act goes back out to prairie again. And there was something that I wanted to do there already with like, okay, so we think that like it's moving through the prairie. This is the graboid, and then it jumps out and it's a shrieker. I don't want to do titles. Like this is going to be like immediate opening. We're fucking going. Like it might just be like it'll be the title on screen, and then we fade into these guys, or like Tremors, Prairie Dogs. Damn it! I got to write that one down, Edwin. Prairie Dogs. But we are in this story for the whole time. There is no cutaway. This is 70 minutes of straight fucking action. Just now Edwin Prairie Dogs is really good. I like that. And so that's it. Like that's what I've wanted is I just want a Shrieker episode that is just fucking balls to the wall. And that's what this is going to be. And then hiding in the bush and lashes all a velociraptor style with pack wounding the predator. Start the movie from there and tell your story like that. Nope, I already said where we're starting the movie from. Like the movie is starting. Like it has to be like this has to be like the opening. Like and really now that I said that like it's got the Tremors font or whatever, and then it's like that's the title, and then the title fades into the comic. Like literally, like we go from like Tremors, the next step, or Tremors Deadfall, like on a regular screen, and then it slowly fades, and then we see Tremors with this as like the comic. Like, and we're watching this guy reading, and they're in the Jeep together, they're going to the location. And because I want banter, I want a great banter opening scene. Chris was talking about that. Chris Andrew really loved the group interaction and the town hall scenes in the last movie. So we're gonna just fucking up just a whole bunch more with that. Like this is all group dynamics, because I'm not going to be in it, which I am so excited for. Like, oh my God, I cannot tell you. This is why I'm pumped for this, is because that I don't have to act in it. And it's not to say I don't look, I just don't like looking at myself while I'm editing. It's the worst. If I can just edit 7 people just getting eaten by graboids or getting eaten by shriekers, I will be so happy. And I won't have to look at myself, and it's going to be great. And prairie dogs are smart as fuck, but fight back. And prairie dogs are vulnerable to large, big animals. Yeah, Edwin coming in hot with these. God damn. This is why Edwin's co-writer. Boom. So anyway, that's what I got. I feel like Jack Black in school. So anyway, that's like all I got. Although, okay, so that's not all I got. That's not true. I'm casting people. I need to find out if Molly wants to be in it. Ben, I know Molly's not here in the chat right now, but she's one I want to see if she wants to be in it. And then Lindsay, good. You should have an enormous ego. Good job, Edwin. You deserve it. And damn prairie dog burrow. That counts as a. Wow, my throat is killing me. How was the ASMR on that one, baby? Yeah. So good. Are my Dinosaurus eyes staring at you? It doesn't work because I got to keep going farther back because I keep drinking it. So it's just like, ooh, I can put a straw in it. And then I. Note to self for next time. Shrieker Killing Grounds. See, we already did Hunting Grounds, iStream 36. Have you watched all of my Tremors sequels, iStream 36? Have you watched Earl's Epilogue? Have you watched Tremors Far Afield? Have you watched Tremors Hunting Ground? Have you watched Tremors Worm Woman? That's 4 of them. You got 4 Tremors movies to watch. Why don't you go do it? I don't mean currently, but I meant like everybody. And that's not just you, like everybody. Like, I just want to say, Ben and Dessa got me this for my birthday. We're talking about birthdays earlier. And this is Tremors in frames. Like, this is the entirety of Tremors in frames. Like condensed, like colorized frame. Like, you can see, because it's, oh, this is upside down. Like, I love this one because this is the doctor's place. This is Jim and Megan, and then this is Chang's afterwards, and then right about here is where Kevin Bacon says "fuck you," and then this is the night transition, and then the rest of the movie, and then I think that's the rec room right there. It looks like the rec room, yeah, because it's got blues, so that's the rec room. Yeah, and then all the way to the end, National Geographic. Booyah. Thank you, Ben and Dessa. I love you guys. So this is our setup for the movie. All right, this is Act 1. Is that this team ultimate badasses? Sorry, I just watched Aliens, so it's in my. Don't worry, Ripley. Me and my squad of ultimate badasses will keep you safe. I'm gonna drink. Oh fuck. Oh, thank you, Ben. I don't know what I want to put it up behind me. It's just there's so much shit on the walls. I really want to put it down at Game On, just so people like look and they're like, "Oh my god, what's that?" And I'm like, "It's Tremors in frames at once." Booyah. And yeah, so this is, I don't know. I think it's cool. Thank you, Ben. Boopity boop. So we have, this is Act 1, Act 2, all this jazz, and I'm casting people. Ben Davison, the other Ben will know that I've got so many Bens in my life. I do. I know a lot of Bens. Oh, Maxie Young's here. Oh my God. You never show up for one. I'm glad you're actually here to see what this is about. I like the idea of it be calling Tremors Ultimate Badass People Squad, even though that won't be the title. Jesus Christ. Wow. That's amazing. And hey, iStream, it's okay. We all got our thing that we're good at. Wow. It is a video, but you can't pause because we're live. Max Young is terrified because it's live. I'm talking about you, Max. Yeah, you who was on Reddit and thought I was a crazy person, and then it turns out that I am a crazy person. I'm also right at the same time. These are not mutually exclusive concepts. Sometimes, a lot of times they are. However, in my case, I won out. Boshka, what's up? So first act is they're thinking they're going to go kill graboids. Oh no, can't find any graboids. Transition into second act is, oh no, these are shriekers. We've actually never encountered shriekers before because we're so good at killing graboids, we don't know what to do. And of course, this is where I say the whole like bringing guns thing. They're going to bring guns, but they're not going to bring enough ammo. And they're going to bring higher penetration rounds. Boom, sure, you're going to kill a bunch of shriekers, but this is what I want to do the most of like this second act. There's just fucking shriekers everywhere. Like Ben said, they're up in the trees. Like iStream said, they're down in the ground. They're in the prairies. Like Thomas or Edwin said, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. They're fucking everywhere. And we get our classic Predator, pick them off one by one by one, as the shriekers shriek and destroy. And we then transition into the third act with 3 people. And that's because I want... no, we're talking about shriekers, Maxie. This is the Shrieker sequel that I'm making. That's why I have this giant shrieker head that we made. It's got to be refined, but this is why I have a giant shrieker head. We're making a shrieker sequel. Oh my god. I gotta put a handle on that thing. The Shriek and Destroy is already a title of an episode from Tremors the series, Ben. It's made from a bucket, Max. It's made from a bucket. And have the camera be the POV of the bullet. That would be fun. That's a good one. I like that one. Ooh, that is a good one. Ooh. See, it's just penetration round. See, the camera being the POV for the bullet would work better in a graboid movie if you had the penetration round. But so first act, like I said, this squad of ultimate badasses driving, thinking they're gonna fight graboids. They don't find any graboids. Instead, they find shriekers. Transition into second act. Now we're fighting the shriekers, typical Predator style. Everybody's getting picked off one by one by one. Now we're down to 3 people. And I want to do a thing where we think that Benjamin Davison, we'll call him the Dutch of the group. He's the Arnold Schwarzenegger of the group. Like, that this is the guy that's going to survive and win. And then we actually have the Dutch and then Dusty Meyer's character, the Tremors nerd, is going to be there too. And then I got a female character. I don't have anything fun, or the Ripley. Why didn't I think of that? The Ripley of the group is there. Okay, I'll give you that, Edwin. That would be cool. Okay, 1 penetration round going through a bunch of shriekers in a line. I think I could do that. And in fact, with the bucket, like, you go through the head. There's something there. I'll find something. And these 3 are here at the end, all right, and going through everything. We end up having the Dutch-like character actually die in a great self-sacrifice play. Almost, like I said, I've always loved Billy. Like, the way Billy dies in Predator is so fucking cool. No, we don't shoot. We're not going to shoot. No, we never shoot anything with real firearms. That's just stupid. That's so stupid. I conceptually hate that whole thing. Like, that's... And in fact, if these are a squad of ultimate badasses going out there to, like, kill graboids, they ain't bringing AK-47s and shit like that. They're bringing their cool... Honestly, I can't show my Nerf guns on YouTube because apparently YouTube gets mad at me when I do that and deletes the whole freaking episode. No, we're not. No guns, no real guns, because it's way more fun to have stylized guns and bigger guns and stuff. And again, Max, have you watched the other Tremor sequels that I've made? Because I love Justin's grenade launcher gun in that one. That was my favorite. Boom, boom. And yeah, and again, because of exactly what Edwin said, a woman got shot by Alec Baldwin and Brandon Lee on the set of The Crow. We don't need real guns. Like, this is more fun, and there's nobody, especially if this is a set where people aren't getting paid for anything. We don't have the ability to have someone who's actually incredibly well qualified and trained to be on the set handling the guns and making sure everything's safe. So you know what? Just take them out. We don't need them. It's not necessary. And in fact, like, as I was telling Dusty earlier, the guns become useless about halfway through the second act. Like, you're gonna, like, they're so low on ammo, and boom. There's 4 of them, Max. There's Earl's Epilogue. There's Tremors Far Afield. There's Tremors Hunting Ground. There's Tremors Worm Woman. There's a bunch of them. Like, if you want to watch more Tremors movies, watch my Tremors movies. Yeah. Oh, because they're all snipers. That's a great one. Yes. Edwin's getting it. And high penetration, exactly, because they're all expecting graboids and shit. But then this is where Chris was pointing this out. Chris and Anthony, like that, they got to run out. Like, they have to run out, and then the gun's got to be useless. And then that's where it becomes fun, because now you're, like, setting traps. Now you're, like, putting things together and making different, like, things to ensnare the shriekers. Honestly, I had a scene. There was one in my mind where like the female character, because surprise, she's the one that actually makes it to the end. Like is like doing a legit spear, like wrapping, like maybe breaking off the end of uh her gun and like not even sharpening it down, but just like duct taping it to the end of like a fucking wooden stick and stabbing shit with it. And have I thought about getting Jamie Kennedy or John Heater? I'm sure you can afford it. Like a case of beer will likely get you a day of shooting. Oh yeah, totally. That'll definitely work out. And yeah, the female character is an expert in defensive warfare and can make traps and shit. Yes, Edwin. This is why Edwin's here. Edwin gets paid the big bucks, everybody. And yes, I do love the self-sacrifice in Skull Island. In fact, I was talking about it with Daphne and Paik on my episode of Run for Your Lives podcast when we were talking about Splinter and Shea Wiggum, because we were talking about Shea Wiggum, and that's a great scene because you laugh, but it's also sad and it's badass and it's so many things. And then, because to finish Max's comment, do you know that self-sacrifice from Skull Island, like that bro trying to sacrifice himself, make a monster eat him to eat dynamite, but then the monster murks him with its tail so the sacrifice was worth it. That was cool. And yes, Prey fucking kicks ass. I totally agree with that. Which now that I gotta rewatch Prey to get some more ideas too. Because like I said, I don't mind admitting that I am totally gonna be borrowing a bunch of concepts from better movies to do this. Like I'm not like that's fine. Because you know what? None of us are getting paid. Well, okay, my cast and crew will get paid by me feeding them. Because that's always my one rule. Always make sure your people are fed. And like I will steal things. I don't care. Because again, it's fun. It's about having a good time. So we get to this point in the third act where it transitions, and now it's just these two. All right, we've got the nerd. Oh my god, Nerd Gummer. Hold on. Nerd Gummer. Yeah, I love that. And then the Ellen Ripley of the group, and I want this to be that thing where like, so we think that he's super nerdy, but he actually is a badass, which is, we go back to Splinter again. I'll read that in a second, Edwin. Like Nerd Gummer is actually pretty good. And in fact, he's got the critical need to know information. So he's the reason that any of them even get to this point that they know to like survive and stuff. But lo and behold, I feel like he's got to get not taken out, like eaten immediately, but like his legs, like he's got to get a leg chopped. Like I feel like that's the best way. Like he's got to get like a leg bitten by a shrieker and then make it so he can't walk anymore. And then that's another like, I don't even know if I want him to die. Like I think that would be a great like he just climbs up a tree, and then by climbing up a tree, then they still get him anyway. There's something there. But what I want to do is like I said, we get rid of the Dutch character. We got Nerd Gummer and Ellen Ripley, and Nerd Gummer gets taken out too. And then it's just the Ellen Ripley character. And actually, this is where, like, this is by just trying to figure this out here. And yes, he does. And Dusty wears glasses too, actually, Edwin. So that works. He has glasses and breaks them and gets filmed. And he can be on the back of a four-wheeler and pull a Jurassic Park. Must go faster. Must go faster. Must go faster. That would be, I don't know if we have a four-wheeler, but maybe we can find one. I don't think I can get a four-wheeler in the area that we need to go to. That's actually the other problem. And yes, this is the audio version of a beat sheet. This is, I've repeated things because I'm trying to let everybody know that's listening for the live. If you're listening to this as a, like, I can't even imagine what someone like Thomas thinks when they actually like listen to all of this as a one and not just like interactive, like, holy shit. Cause I go all over the place and I repeat like crazy. No, I can't. We can't, Ben. We're gonna film it in the area what we filmed yours and Dessa's bit, so we can't get a motorized vehicle in there. That's just not possible. No, I never said Predator against Shrieker. No, I never said, like, we're using Predator as this template. It's not Predator against Shrieker. That's not the concept. Like, this is Predator is our template that we're building off of to make a different kind of movie. And Edwin says, if I listened to this, I would go crazy because I would constantly have ideas and I would just DM you a shitload. Anybody can DM me all the time. I am Levi Dylan Burzloff at Omegan Smiles. DM me as much as you want. Oh, and Thomas is here. They are interesting and a good time, and that is why I have dropped comments on the ones I wasn't watching live at the time. So there's the Thomas talking in real time about the things that I'm talking about Thomas in the past on. Whew. And Ben, oh my God, Ben, I fucking love that. So it's a cardboard box drawn like a four-wheeler. Oh my God, I can't begin to tell you. I actually really like that. Like, that is, oh my, so that's not terrible. I don't hate that. Like, I don't, like, the problem would be like, because you'd want to like be dragging him. So then, like, how do you hold the cardboard box up to work and not give underneath the weight of a person? I like that, just because I just fucking love the concept of like just this, and it wouldn't be cheesy. We would do a good job of trying to like draw the cardboard box up so that it looked like a four-wheeler. I like that, something like that, or just like a red wagon or something. Because I have one of those like red pulley wagons for kids, a skateboard and 2x4. No, okay. So this is like I said, I have this wagon. I have a wagon, like that red wagon, and you build it out. Ooh, there's something here. There's something here. Ooh, there's something here. There's something here. And radio, yes, because I got a radio flyer. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And put a bunch of cardboard around it. Ooh, there's something here. But then, so here's my problem though, that like, they wouldn't have that necessarily. Like, these people are going in, they've got their Jeep, they drop the Jeep off, they go in to like fight this, and they don't have access to anything else besides what they have on them. They get so deep that they can't get back out again. I'll answer. So iStream, maybe for your film, make the team in the beginning not kill a Shrieker by accident because you said it's a full Shrieker film, but instead they shoot it with a tracker dart. No. iStream, there's tons of Shriekers. Like, that's the fun of it, is there's tons of fucking Shriekers. They can kill one at the beginning because there's going to be 80,000 more later on that they got to deal with. And military grade RC cars, that was one that I was thinking of. Or I was almost thinking about like buying a really cheap ass drone, like just a little cheap drone. And then, so what they like, the reason that they have a drone with them is they basically, as their like graboid, calling, like their way to call graboids is that, they put like a string on a drone, and then they put like a bell on the string, and there's like, I feel like they're always trying to trank graboids. Like, that's the best way. You want to pull it to the surface and things like that. But it would just be this drone with a little bell. So that way, like, you're upping the RC car level thing. Like, because it's because in the environment that I want to use it for, you can't reliably use an RC car in a way that you're going to be able to see on screen. But a little drone, like, flying at eye level with a little fucking bell, just like ding bang ding, bing bing ding bang bang bang, and it's like they're trying to draw a graboid to the surface. That would be cool. Nah, see, that's like, I get what you're saying, Ice Dream. Yeah, tons of shriekers. They kill one, kill some in the beginning, and track one. We know if you track one, you track the herd. The shriekers get smart and see the tracker at some point, biting it off, messing it up. See, that would be good for like. That's not a beginning thing. That's a leading into the second act sort of thing. Like that's a okay. So now. You see, these are the things that we have to hunt graboids. We don't have things to hunt shriekers. Well, we can dart one, and then we can track it. Oh no, then the other shriekers see the dart or something. Maybe it's giving off a different kind of heat. And then they kill that one, so then they can't track it anymore. Or a drone dragging cans along the ground. There's a good one. But just that concept, like that's the art, and I always think of it. That's the RC car for our generation, our world. And maybe okay. Did you just wait? Caitlin is sharing details of an upcoming trip. Hold on, I don't know what that means. Did Edwin? Hold on. Did you? Oh shit! Oh, you just said oh shit. Okay. I thought you were saying you just DM'd me, Edwin, but you are not. Okay. I gotta not look at my phone. Maybe glasses, dude. Seems all fucked up. Shriekers around them. Trips in mud like a girl on Friday the 13th. Scared shitless. But then it's like Predator. And then there needs to be more to that sentence. But yes. And yes, no, Ice Dream, good concept. Now we're on the same page. Like I feel like we were a chapter behind, but now we're on the same page for this one. So then all of this, we get to this point where like we have this final Ellen Ripley girl, like, and I just don't know what to do. Like, this is the thing I actually don't like. I'm stumped on. I have between actually Edwin and Anthony, I actually have two, like, you guys have helped me a lot with this. Edwin says there could be this wordless scene of him dancing and moving around and discovering the shriekers do in fact see by heat. I mean, yes, I think they would know. I think that character would know that. Like, out of everybody, I think that's the one character that would know they see by body heat. Like, I have to, like, they have to know everything. Like, at least feel like they know everything. Like, they're not going to know because they haven't dealt with it, like, on a instinctual level, but they have all of this. It's like that character in a vampire movie that's read about vampires, and they know that, like, actually, from Dusk Till Dawn, there's that great scene of, like, does silver work on vampires? No, I think silver's for werewolves, but does it, like, there's something about silver and vampires, and then, well, does anybody actually have silver? Okay, so who gives a fuck? Just like, do you know the rules? Do you actually know the rules because you know them, or is it just something that you've sort of read on, I was just gonna say, is it just something you've read on TV? If there is a way to get to the fuck all bomb ending. So this is where I have this image in my head that I really like, of this, our final girl, because that's the thing, is that, like, I want a Tremors movie to have an actual final girl for once. Like, that's the real, like, plot twist of it. Like, that's the, like, you're going through the whole thing. You're thinking it's going to be Arnold. Oh, no, you got the dude, so then it's Predators. Oh, no, it's actually fucking Prey, and it's a fucking final girl movie. And no, Edwin is who we're talking about, iStream. So this person survives, right? Have her walk in a graveyard of shriekers. The last big herd that was killed is at some point in the ending. It isn't the actual ending, but it could be. No, okay, so that's not quite. No. Well, I would blow it up like, Thomas coming in here with a save. How about a farm girl whose land they're on? Ooh, okay. So then that's my like. Okay. Ooh. Okay. This isn't. I don't believe in dead air. It's not a thing. It's thinking, and like there's that local escort thing in a movie. All right. Technically, in Aliens, it's Ripley. Technically, in Predator, it's that Spanish lady, Isabel. And yeah, and maybe she's not a part of them. Yeah, maybe. Maybe she's not a part of their group, but like, she's got to be there semi from the beginning, at least. Um, like. Like she could. Fuck. Or maybe it's a second act thing. Okay. iStream, we're still like is that laughing at Thomas. We're stealing so much from everything. Like this is the point is to steal. Like it's borrowing. There's no such thing as an original idea. Her and her man go out to Lookout Point, and he gets eaten. See, that's the okay. So I don't. That's the other thing. I like this idea. I just don't want another story coming in off of it. Like it's got to be a straight line. So like, it's this straight line of these people going through this story. It would have to be like meeting them along the way. We can't see anything else. Like it's just got to be. It could literally just be a person, like a woman, out on a walk in the fucking nature woods, like literally. Like it literally it doesn't have to be anything. Like it can just be a girl out for fucking trail walk, and then these fucking commandos stumble upon her, and they're like, "What the fuck?" And then inside of that moment, that's when like a bunch of shriekers attack. So then now you've got like now these people have to go together. Like they have to work together. They can't like get rid of her, and she needs them to get out of here now. But then that's what like so then that was my so my like exact and yes like and no you got a little you're getting cold. Thomas is warm. Thomas is really warm with this. Edwin, you're cold. No, she can't be with the government. If we're doing this, she can't be with the government. She's got to be kind of her own thing. Cow, nice one. But no, she's just out on a trail walk. This is first act leading into second act. That's the transition moment. And because then that's when the shriekers start attacking. No, they need like no, she doesn't call them in. No. Okay, I'm not trying to know so much. I'm really sorry. I'm like these are there's I have this concept that I'm nailing it. Okay, so commandos are out there looking for shriekers, doing all that jazz or whatever. They can't. Or they're looking for graboids, doing all that jazz or whatever. They can't find any. They're moving along. Boom! All of a sudden, they meet this girl on the path, and she's fucking just whatever. She does live around there, and okay, hey, sweetie, you got to clear out from here. Boom! That's when shriekers fucking happen, and that's like you can't get rid of her, and she can't get rid of them. They both need each other in this moment, and so then that's where she's trying to like lead them through the rest of the movie then to this point, like that she's trying basically to take them home. She's trying to get back to her place. And because she knows, hey, if we get back to my place, then there's things there we can actually do about this. This is it. This is it. This is it. And like, so we're going, and she like, and yes, okay. They're getting picked off. She's kicking ass. Everybody's making traps, and yes, she knows a land and can show them the way. And then they're getting there to the point where like they're now close to where that's at. And of course, okay, so this is where we don't need the four-wheeler. We get the guy. We get these two to what this is like a barn. This is actually, now we're combining my original idea for one of the. Okay, so now we get these two to like a barn, and I've always thought that like this, like, and this is where I kept getting caught up because like my brain was having like an Evil Dead moment, an Evil Dead 2 moment, where like she needs to be in this barn, and like, oh no, shit, there's all these things around her. Now we're gonna use everything in here to go out there and fight them. Because it always like, if they don't know that they're shriekers, it becomes really hard to say like, why do they have flares to do this? Because the image that I want, and I want everybody, this is what the image that I want to like get to as my last thing, is that she like lights fucking flares, and I actually want it to be Roman candles, not flares. I've always thought that Roman candles is a really cool way to like deal with shriekers, because they give off heat and they move farther away from you. So it's a really fun way. But she like does this, and maybe it works for the first round or whatever, but then it starts raining. Like, and I just have this really cool image in my head of this woman like lighting fireworks off, and then it starts raining. And that's our like, this is our last 10 minutes here. Because now the rain has come and shielded her body heat. Like, to go back to Thomas's point before about like, what's that thing that stops a, yeah, the rain takes out the light. Exactly, ice stream. Like, what's that? What stops a, that? What's the upper limit on how much they can see and stuff? And it's like, that's when the rain happens. And I definitely want, like, there's just like one of these fuckers. Like, we spend all this time like doing like, there's swarming. And then, but this last act is, there's a stumpy motherfucker, like from Tremors 1. There is just one shrieker out there that has watched all of their shrieker brethren just fucking get murdered, and they are smart. They are super hella smart. And then we actually do the Predator thing, and like, see that, I don't even know about that. See, now maybe it's like 3 of them or something like that. But she like leaves the guy behind, goes out with a flare or with the Roman candle, trying to light it up. Doesn't work, but then the rain comes, takes out the flare, but hides her body heat. And so then I feel like I just want her to beat it up. Like, I know that sounds really fucking stupid, but I just want one woman to fucking kick the shit out of a shrieker. That's like the ending. I don't know why. Well, this is all during one day. This is one 12-hour period. And in fact, so I don't even know about that. Like, conceptually, I have wanted our shriekers to last a little longer in the evolutionary cycle, because where they're at in the Midwest, it's colder, so they need more time to gestate and stuff. And yeah, just like, oh my god, now I'm just thinking, like I said, I yeah, something about like to go through like now like this whole movie about being like smart and traps and stuff like this, and it literally just comes down to like one woman fucking kicking the shit out of a shrieker in a really like she wasn't even it's like oh have a good bed, Thomas. Like she wasn't even supposed to be there that day. I was thinking about Clerks. I'm not even supposed to be here today. Like she wasn't even supposed to fucking be there today. And here she is just like going to town on this thing that she doesn't even have any concept of. Like she doesn't know what graboids are. She doesn't know what ass blasters are. So why would she know what a shrieker is? And she's just fucking nailing this thing to the floor. I think that's it. Like that's where like I'm pausing because I think that's it. Like I mean done. Like that's it. Done in terms of you go through all this hecticness and then it is just a fist fight with a fucking dinosaur. And no, I want it to end. I want to do the gray thing. Actually, now that I say that, the gray, where it's just like, no, she just goes to town. No, she doesn't have a gun. Nope, no gun. And she wouldn't have a knife or anything either. I stream. And she's not going to have a gun. She's not going to have a knife. Like I said, that's where I think the cool thing of like taking a fucking stick and tying a piece of metal on it is a spear. Is it spear and Roman candle? No, because you got to take everything away from your characters. You got to take it all away so that like those final moments mean something. And I think it's a great subversion of the idea that we only need women. Like women can only fight with their brains. I mean, sure, that's great. I think that's cool. I think that's awesome. It's a cool thing. It's cool too to be like, no, like they can fucking also kick ass. Like here are all these commandos that all got taken out, and in the end, it's just one woman fucking beating the shit out of this shrieker to end it. And I mean, she's gonna get. I think she should get cut and she should get bit and all sorts of things while it's happening. But just fucking, that's it. That's kind of why I love it. Like I'm not. I think that's cool. Like you have all this, and it can't see her like body heat because it's raining and shit. Like it can't see her, and so she's got all the advantage. And she just kicks the shit out of it. That's so cool. And yeah, I do like the idea of Nerd Boy dying before she starts going nuts as a true brains don't matter anymore. Like I think that's a real great because I'm saying this as someone that loves prey and predator and predators for the concept of like no, like your brain is what matters most, not your body. I think that the twist, the ultimate like subversion of that moment is no, sometimes you just need to kick the shit out of something. That's really cool. Sorry, I'm really stuck on it now. So stick spear, she builds 3 spears, runs one direction, stabbing it, hides covered in mud, another unseen direction, stabbing it, and then on the last one, she stabs it, final blow to the head with a spear. See, no, that's too, no, it's just fucking, she got one spear, the flare don't work, and she just fucking beats the shit out of it, man. And then that's, Edwin's getting it. Here we go. Nerd Boy is an absolute personification of plans and ideas and intelligence, and him dying is the idea that you have to use every tool in your arsenal, not just your thoughts. Fuck yes. Like, because that's the ultimate thing about Tremors, is that you can know everything. You can have all the plans in the world. Sometimes you just got to do what you can with what you got. And if you don't have anything, fucking fisticuffs that motherfucker. And I mean, even like grabbing sticks off the ground and fucking shoving them in there, grabbing a fucking big ass rock. And Tremors originally is plans, and that's where I think that's that you have to eventually, but what do you do in the end? Yes, exactly. Tremors is planned, but what do you do in the end? They run-ins what you do when a plan fails. And then what do you do when you can't run anymore? Well, and that's where I think, so they're at the barn, and I think that's the leading up to it. You'd have some moments outside of it, like trying to tool it up. But in the end, anything that you'd have in a barn is not like, you got stabby weapons. Like, that's it. You got things you can stab with. And I think that would be like her plan. And that's the point of like getting a big, honestly, I think a great one would be like just a fucking shovel, man. Like, cause you're trying to like, what's a spear but a shovel? What's a shovel but a spear with a bigger head? And like, and yeah, and it goes back to why I wanted to build this big shrieker and do this, was I want a hand-to-hand technique fight. And yeah, running, and nice moment of realization where the final girl keeps thinking and thinking, but snaps and runs and right hooks them. And yeah, Bert couldn't run in the second, so he used every gun, and then running out, he used hand-to-hand techniques. That's my okay. I like this. And yes, swing it by its legs. That would be a funny visual. I don't know how we'd have. That's a whole like. I mean, it's a funny visual, but it's not even the tone wise. It's like building the full scale model to actually accomplish that's a little harder. That I'm not so sure about. Oh man, yeah. I don't know. I'm loving it. Sorry. I love getting speechless sometimes because it means that I'm really thinking about like a thought has hit me. And that was why I wanted to do this episode, to actually think about this and parse through this, figure out what I needed to do. And yeah, there's something to that. To go through all of that, plans and smarts and bullets and commandos, and in the end, it's just one scrawny girl kicking the shit out of a fucking shrieker. I fucking love that. I don't know. That image speaks to me. I don't know why. I do know why, for all the reasons I said, but I'm just like that. And yeah, having an idea be so good you go speechless is like my favorite experience when I write. Rarely happens, but it does happen. And yeah, because I know everybody is gonna be. We've all seen Predator. We all know what's gonna happen. So how do I fucking trick you with that? Like, how do I do that thing that you're not like actually expecting? And it's why I said the Evil Dead 2 in the barn thing. Because sometimes you just gotta be like Ash Williams and just fucking kick the shit out of something. That seems like a very Ash Williams like response to the problem. It's just to fucking kick the shit out of a shrieker. Well, I stream. If you don't think that'll do it, What did you say before that? Yeah. If you don't think that'll do it, then tell me what you think will do it. Give me a better idea than that. Give me a better idea thematically too. Like that's why I like this one and it's made me stop, is that after all those plans and everything, sometimes you just gotta punch a motherfucker, which is just a thought that I think of often. That sometimes, talking in words doesn't always work. And sometimes you just gotta punch a motherfucker. Damn, that is good. I'm really now my instinct is no, she's not in the barn. No, the barn is the transition from second act to third act. Is finding the barn, getting that character killed, and that's how we move to that. And like I said, now it's not even a spear. Now I just want her to find a shovel. Fucking shovel in the barn. And that's the spear. Because I fucking love that image of just like a woman with a shovel and a Roman candle. It's just really funny. And yeah, where plans fail, fisticuffs don't. And it's not a solution to everything. I'm not saying that. This is just at the end of the day, kind of like, okay, what do you do? Shit or get off the pot. And I think that's, like I said, it's the Ash Williams. Like, Ash Williams is he would even say he's not a lucky person. He's just a guy that just, like, kicks ass when he can. And I guess he has been lucky, now that I say that. I think, actually, Ash has been lucky. Oh, yeah, and then maybe a shrieker could crunch through the shovel, which leads to bare knuckles. And that's where, I think there needs to be, 3 shriekers at the end. Because she's got to lose, she's got to use the flare, the Roman candle on one. And then that works, and then she's able to use the shovel to take that one out. And then the other one goes for the shovel, and it bites the shovel off, and then she stabs it, through with a broken piece of the shovel. And by that point, then the other one, it's stuck in there, so she can't use it. And then there's the third one left, so now she's just got to fisticuffs the fucker with a goddamn rock. And I really love that so much. Because you got to think, also from my end, is that I want the easiest thing to film. Not even that. But just what works? How do we make that? Yeah, and it's basically deep-throating the broken end. Yes, exactly. What's the simplest way to accomplish something? And I think that just pushes it it takes its head and pushes it through the top. Yeah. Fucking Jaws style. She grabs the tail and body, flips it midair to the other side of her, throwing it to the other shrieker, knocking it down. She finds a sharp rock, throws it. 2 birds, 1 stone. Nope, that's again what Edwin said. We can't move it around. You can't. Picking it up and throwing it. It's the thing that I like about the fisticuffs is the speed of it. If you're trying to think about it. Think about a shrieker, a full-grown shrieker, and trying to grab it. And grab its legs and do all that. You're not going to get close enough. You're not going to be able to maneuver it like that. That's what's cool about you punch the tail and it turns around. So then you kick it in the mouth and then you fucking come down with a rock on top of it and fucking then you're stabbing sticks into its infrared sensor and fucking it's going wild. It can't and it would be like grabbing a 7-year-old with a huge ass head. Been there, done that. Without the huge ass head, it's hard. It's a lot harder than you think. Grabbing a 7-year-old with a huge ass head that's trying to bite you, and yeah, grabbing the head of a shark. It's not gonna you're just not gonna accomplish what you think you're gonna accomplish. But then that's what's cool about the punching is the speed of it, just fucking bam, bam, fucking kicking it in the goddamn face. I love it. All right, no notes. That's it. That's what we're doing. It's fucking cool. Damn. fucking cool. Wow. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I didn't think we'd get it. I thank all of you for being here. I did not think that was actually going to work out very well. I just had this idea. I've had this idea for a while, and then it was yesterday. I was outside doing, or the day before, and I was outside doing stuff, and I was just kind of like, oh man, this is what I want. This is what I want. And then today it's just been like, but how do I accomplish what I want? And now we've accomplished it, I think. Now I've just got to write it, make it happen. I grace you all with my thoughts and ideas. Everybody go hire Edwin Bank for all your thoughts and ideas. No, thank you, Edwin. Thank you for contributing. Thank you, iStream36 for contributing. Thank you, Ben and Thomas. Thank you guys so much for contributing. You've all done a fantastic job here. Damn, like I said, Edwin, my only question to you, that plays, right? I know you kind of said that already, but I just want to make sure. Like, that plays, right? And I kept thinking it was an ice stream. Nice dream or ice dream? Ice dream or nice dream? That's two separate things. But this idea plays, right? If anybody's listening in the future, Chris, Andrew, or Thomas, let me know. Does this play? Does that ending play? Does it play? Does it work? I don't like saying does it work, because of course it works, but does it play? Does it go to the hood, and does it balla? Is it that was, I feel like Prison Mike. Yeah, does it play? Can you play with it? That's my thoughts on that. Good luck. Thank you. Cool. I don't know. I had other things to talk about, but that's just so cool. I should have probably talked about those other things before we got there. It was just, I just needed that. Like I said, we got a Predator movie, these commandos going out, second act, that girl, they meet in the middle there. Okay. I got this. And then we lead into the third. And yeah, we can fuck around. We can play with it. We can play with that. Now I just got to find who I want to do these things. And yeah, it's just someone pounding on the bucket. Well, because then the other thing is, and this is what I was trying to like explain to iStream, is that, so this is our, like, I'm going to have these painted, and these are going to be our miniatures. So, we'll have the, like in the background, like there's regular people in the background, and then full attack. We'll do miniature like work with this, which is that's gonna be the hardest part, is learning that. However, it's also, I think, gonna be a hugely fun part. I'm super excited for that part, but just like, and once these are painted up, it'll make a lot more sense. But using these little shriekers as a lot of attack stuff. And then Chris and Drew had it where it's like, so then like you can do a lot of great stuff like with the POV, like from behind on the shrieker. Like if you're on the audio only version of this, you need to go to the YouTube. It's the best place. But then like from behind, like if I got that angle just right, just like that. Like you're seeing like, oh, it would be so cool. And then Edwin, I always have trouble because I constantly think of cool things and ideas, but if I write 10 different things at a time, it hurts me physically. So this lets me release those ideas. I get it. Like it's just one of those things. You have to let those ideas go. And that's where I said this idea has been like in my brain. I had another idea for the Shrieker one that I just wanted to do like a solo thing. This I like better. Like I've always wanted to do, because it's what I've said about Shrieker Island. If you took out Burt Gummer from Shrieker Island and you took out Napoleon Dynamite and you took out Burt Gummer's ex-girlfriend, fabulous movie. Just focus on the Richard Brake thing. And that's your movie right there. Just do fucking Predator, but with Shriekers instead. and fucking that movie's amazing, man. Fucking amazing. Because I love that concept of it. Because that's like, let's be honest here, where it's like, everybody's cribbing. That's where like this idea has been stolen and stolen and stolen. Is that the infrared vision on the Shriekers is just like, that's just Predator, and then Predator did it more, and then Tremors did it more too behind it. They're like, that's just like an idea. It's a hat on a hat on a hat, and I just want to wear all the hats at the same time. And so that's where I think that, yeah, like it is just Predator, but with Shriekers, and we're gonna take it from there. And I'm really super excited to see what that idea entails. Now I just gotta find the people to do it. That's really my biggest problem. The ideas, I can come up with ideas all day long. That's why there's 3 movies with just me. Oh no, I can just use. iStream was talking about using an old thermal camera. I can just use a regular phone camera and then just invert the image. Boom. It's just more about, I get to do an actual like POV shot from it. Like, that's going to be cool. And then, Edwin, I have the majority of frayed nerves mapped out along with tooth and claw when I finish frayed nerves. That's the thing. That's one of those, like, Caitlin hates me as a writer, because like I just sit down and my first draft is always the one that we use. And the thing about that though is that because my first draft is that I do this, I'm doing this before I ever write it. And this is shit I'm talking to myself, not on the show. I just talk to myself in my brain up here all the time when I'm working and doing stuff about what are we going to do? How are we going to accomplish this? What's the best way to make this work? And eventually, then when I sit down at the computer, then I just go, here's everything. There's everything that was sitting up here. Now it's done. It's ready to go. I always have the ideas ready the minute my fingers touch keys. Otherwise, I just feel like a hack, or procrastinating and lazy. We'll go with the first one. So yeah, that works. You know what? Uncharacteristically so, I think I should wrap it up. Besides, I could talk about my week and stuff. I had a boring week. I got a lot of yard work done. It's fall. That's why I was outside so much. Guys, I played Diablo 4. I haven't played Diablo 4 for a year because of my internet connection, and it was nice. I'm not even gonna joke about it. Like, I have repeatedly just sat there and just like, I'm gonna zone out for a bit. I'm just gonna play this video game. I don't often play video games. Like, I don't, like, a year. And in between that time, I played Borderlands with the boys when my nephews are around. Cause Chantrell loves Borderlands. But I can't, that's the thing. I can't play video games Edwin says, I had no idea you played video games. Because I can't. Like, it's kind of hard. I have vertigo, and like a game like Borderlands, I can play for maybe like half an hour, 45 minutes, and then I just get like, what? It's horrible on my eyes and my gut, my inner ear. I can't do first person shooters. A game like Diablo, though, man, I can just sit there and fucking play that all day long. I grew up playing Diablo 2 on the computer. God, that was so much fun. And another one, King's Quest. Fucking love King's Quest. Spyro the Dragon. Fucking God, I killed it, Spyro. Because I just gotta have that. I can't first person. And you know what? Spyro, when I was a kid, still used to make me like, couldn't play that for too long because I would just get like that. Then the only other game that I've played way too much of is RuneScape, is old school RuneScape 2007. And I'm not going to say I wasted my life or wasted time, because it's video games. I think video games have a great purpose in our society. I'm just like, man, I played a lot of RuneScape. Just like, I love RuneScape too. I've wanted to, like, since I got the new phone, I've wanted to like download RuneScape and play it, but I'm also like, I know the slippery slope on that. And I already got Diablo. Maybe if I get bored and tired of that, then I'll pull up the RuneScape. But for right now, we're good. We're good. We don't got to do that. And Edwin's talking about Overwatch, and I got good, so why stop now? And that's me with Diablo. I got one character that I'm playing. It's a druid, and I'm having a good time with it. And I know everybody when Diablo 4 first came out was like, oh my god, it's so boring, it's stupid. I leveled to 100, and I leveled all 5 characters to 100, and it's so boring. And I'm just like, bro, I am sitting here on like a level 50, and I'm having a great time, and I'm just taking my time. Who the fuck's got all this extra time in the world to be leveling fucking all classes of characters to 100? You need to shut the fuck up and get something else with your life. Like, that's just too much time, man. Do something productive with your life. Like, go make Tremor sequels, okay? Like, go have friends and go. And I don't even mean that in like a go touch grass way. It's just like you just go do something else. Go live your life. Go love and go bang strippers or something. I don't know, but just that's a stupid thing to complain about. That's just fucking stupid. Some of us can't even play this all the time. And yeah, so I like games. I still got the time for games. I'd rather make movies and do stuff like that. And really, I got time for games in the wintertime. I live in Iowa. I live on a farm. I'm a contractor. I can't play games all the time. I got to do that in the wintertime when I'm not there's nothing to do outside. That's the reality of the situation. But now that I've got real people internet, which is like, I cannot believe that this has lasted the whole time and I haven't had any problems. And I got the Wi-Fi on my phone with the TikTok working, and it's streaming here, and I love it. And again, Edwin says I write, but I get antsy too much in video games. Scratch that itch. Fucking scratch that itch. I'm fucking awesome, man. Like, that's good. Fuck yeah, man. And I stream. I wonder how that new Tremors fan game is doing right now. Haven't heard of it in a while. Since we're talking Tremors and now games, I stream. We talk about everything. It's not just Tremors on this show. We talk about everything. Like man, I write on Celtex. Edwin talking now. Like, man, I write when I write on Celtex, I always have huge thinking time because I always get up and do a lap around my kitchen without thinking. Exactamundo. Like, you got it. Like, whatever helps this part of your brain up here get through the day is awesome. Caitlin has a thing on her phone called Carter. Oh, it's not called Carter. It's the Finch. It's the Finch app or whatever. And it's not like necessarily a game, but she loves playing that. She has a Sims. She loves the Sims. She's a huge simulator fan. She's always playing a Sims game on her phone. She was showing it to me the other day, where like there's like these one Sims, like they had like 3 kids at once, and they weren't expecting it, and she didn't know they were gonna have kids, and then the parents started freaking out because they had like triplets all at once, and they already had 2 kids, so now they got like 5 kids, and the Sims are like freaking out. And it's games, man. I don't know. It's fucking fun. I was just talking with Ben and the rest of my friends about we wanted to come up to Dubuque and hang out and play games or something, or maybe not play games. Who fucking knows? I don't know. We're all gonna do it together. It's an enjoyment thing. Like, live your life, have a good time. Like tomorrow, we're going to see belly dancing. We're gonna wake up in the morning and go see Chantrell and Samaje's football game. Like, it's games. That's fucking. I love it. So yes, after this is done, I'm gonna go play some Diablo. That's where I'm at. I stream playing a mobile game. Fuck yeah, man. Like, gotta love it. And yeah, I don't know. Like, oh, I know last week we were working on Game On. cleaning it up. We got to have a small little open house for Oktoberfest. That was fun. That's games. Oh my God. I thought that was just a segue. No, that's games. I'm talking about games again. And like it was watching people play games. And we watched, I'm not fucking kidding you on this. I watched a group of 3 17-year-olds play one pinball machine from the 80s for an hour. And then some of them left and then came back and then played that same pinball machine for another hour. One pinball machine, because they were all trying to like beat each other's high scores on it and like win. And then I saw another 2 17-year-olds just playing air hockey for an hour. Just air hockey. It was just these two, this boy and this girl, playing air hockey for an hour. It was amazing, and I love that. That's why we Game On. That's why we got Game On. That's why we're building that place. Because games are fun. I love it. I actually had one while we were sitting there. Like I was watching people play, and I was trying not to play like while people are there and doing stuff. However, we had just gotten this new one in. I hadn't played it at all. It's called Aero Fighters, which is just like a Galaga kind of looking game. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go sit down. I'm gonna see what it's about. And I fucking, oh my God, I got addicted so fast to that. I was like, you fucking, because it was really hard but simple at the same time, and just like, oh my God, that was a good fucking game. God, that was so much fun. And Edwin over here, your life is crazy. You make Tremors movies in your free time, in between running / fixing up a pinball arcade and contracting, while living your life on a farm, and you never wear shoes. And for some reason, you always have kids at your house that aren't yours. I don't know, man. Get busy living or get busy dying. That's where I'm at on that. Like, I appreciate it. You got to do something, man. You got to do something with your time. And I have my days where I don't do shit. Like, I'm not going to. That was last Sunday. That was a lot of this week, too, where it's like, I have been working my ass off for the last 3 weeks down in Game On. And I just no, I'm going to do my garden and mow the lawn and weed. And then you know what? I'm going to play Diablo 4. And I'm going to make food. And I'm going to enjoy that. And you know what? I did enjoy that. It was quite good. I appreciated that a lot. It was really good. So I don't know. I got my things in between. Like I said, then we're going to go to belly dancing tomorrow night. Going to go see our friends. I went to go see, this is a really cool concept for a open mic show. So we have a friend called Mike Steele that out at the Codfish Hollow Barn that I was talking about for a concert venue, he introduces it all the time. And it's always, Codfish Hollow, here is tonight's act. And Mike is a great guy. I've loved Mike for the last 5 years and knowing him. But he's also a comedian, and we recently just got to see him do comedy when he was like emceeing for Rena Calm, and it was fucking hilarious. And I was like, he's got a long form improv troupe called Bubble Pig that I really want to see, because he's got 2 of our other friends in it too. And I was just like, man, I gotta fucking see that. But he did it was called an open mic interruptional. And what it was that he sat on stage with 5 different comics, one at a time, and gave them 15 minutes to do a set. And then he just interrupted them the whole time. Like, he let them do their set and then just kind of, and it was funny because everybody else was kicking out. I don't think he was really he was not expecting it was because it was 4 women and 1 dude, and the 4 women kicked ass, and then the one guy was really awkward, and Mike was interrupting him, but the 4 women just kicked ass, and Mike just didn't know what to do. But he would still he'd be on stage and talking with them while they're doing their set. It would make a great podcast. He would make a great podcast host. It was awesome. But it was just a cool concept, like I said, to have an open mic, but then open mic interruptional, not invitational, interruptional, where he's just up there kind of heckling them or whatever. And he actually had one reoccurring bit where he would the only thing he had written down like ready to go, prepared, was that he had anagrams of everybody's names. Like one was misbehaving, and he's like, and he would just like like there'd be like 10 minutes in, and he'd just be like pull out his phone, and he'd be like, did you know that if you take all the letters from your name and rearrange them, you get vegan biz? Just like that. Just holy shit. It was fucking hilarious. And yeah, so that's, I don't know, I go and live my life and shit. And Edwin, you should be a voice actor, so that way we can hear you for once. I'd love to get you on this show and actually hear what you sound like. Mick Arcade would tell you that too. It was just a great, super stupid joke, but he's a funny guy just in general. And so it was great to see him, great to support him. Always support your friends, no matter where they're at. Which, speaking of which, now that I'm saying it, I'm going to drink from my cup. I do need a straw for this. Hold on. I got to pop this. Yeah, I need a straw. Yeah, we're looking at you with our discerner eyes. I'm looking at you. God, that's good. I got Dinosaurus' book. Something special. The Discerners Trilogy by Dina S. Magic only gets you so far. Family gets you the rest of the way. And I can't wait to read it. Thank you so much, Dina. And she did write in here too. Your support and love has been more inspirational than you could ever know, with a signed Dina. Dinosaurus D. And that was an olive's worth. I'll do it, Edwin. I'll do it. Honestly, I'll just drink it. Oh, I did it with my right hand. That was a buffalo, so now I got to do it with... Damn it. I'll drink 6 olives for now. I buffalo. Admittedly, I just wanted to drink olives. Or eat olives. I don't know. But she's got her new book out. Go check out the Discerners Trilogy. Nothing Special, Something Special by Dinosaurus D, like D's Nuts, from the Don't Make It Weird podcast. Love that girl so much. And Anthony's new girlfriend, actually Anthony's new wife, KT Carlisle. I bought 2 of her books. These are the ones that are in hardcover. So Forget Me Not by KT Carlisle and Reasonable by KT Carlisle, which if you haven't seen Anthony falling in love yet with this woman, you need to go to We Have Issues podcast and fucking watch the last episode, because I cannot begin to describe how beautiful and sweet and adorable, and you're going to get a fucking cavity from watching them because they're so sweet. And yes, Edwin, they do like each other's butts. And the reason I asked that question too for them was that Anthony's a butt man, and he's been missing out on butt touching since he hasn't been dating for a year or 2 years. And so when he started dating again, I was like, hey, did you touch her butt yet? Did not butt stuff, but did you touch her butt yet? And I've been asking the question, and it keeps not going through, and finally it did. So they touched each other's butts. It was good butt touching. Because it's true. I don't know. Butts are nice to touch. I get it. But yeah. Forget Me Not and Reasonable by KT Carlisle, with Unhinged as the 3rd book. And then I Know What I Saw too, which is a Bigfoot book coming out. And yes, like always, no, I haven't read these. I just like supporting people. And if you're over here and you're in my cool stack of books, just know that you're fucking awesome. Here's one. Edwin, you need to... Okay, so Thomas E. Staples, who wrote The Case of the Giant Carnivorous Worm, did an audio podcast. There's 3 of them so far, and they're just 30 minutes long. They're they're horror stories, and they're fucking horrific and awesome, and you will fucking shit your pants, man. They are terrifying. It's called Echoes in a Jar. It's on Spotify. Echoes in a Jar by Thomas E. Staples. And I cannot recommend everybody enough. Like, go and like, oh my god, because it was shit. What was it? Oh shit! It was the pilot last Thursday, and then my god, I can't remember. It's gonna bug me now. So fucking awesome, like so like well done and terrifying. The sound design on them is so good. I cannot begin to recommend that podcast to anybody like enough. Like that is so fucking good. Holy shit. And the only reason that I listened to it is because I finished all Thomas C. Staples. Oh, sorry. iStream. More worm content besides Tremors, Dune, They Crawl. Yeah. The Case of the Giant Carnivorous Worm by Thomas C. Staples. Thomas is a really funny guy, and this is a super short book. Like, look at that beautiful, handsome man. Yeah. The Case of the Giant Carnivorous Worm by Thomas E. Staples. Highly recommended because I finished. Yes, he has been on Don't Make It Weird and the Quarantine Book Club. And he does have another podcast talking about games called Stuck in a Lift Podcast, where it's the concept is that there's two people like stuck in a lift, so they're just going to talk about games for like the whole time. And yeah, I listened to him and Rant's Echoes in a Jar, Edwin. You're looking for Echoes in a Jar by Thomas E. Staples. And the only reason I listened to it was because of Rance D. Denton of the Quarantine Book Club. Rance of his ragged company, of course. And I have finished the Quarantine Book Club. I finished it about 2 weeks ago. And I was super, super sad because it was awesome. And I loved every minute of it. And it's the Quarantine Movie Club. Even if you don't read the books that they're reading in the Quarantine Book Club, you will get so much out of these incredibly brilliant people talking story and characters and literature and politics and art and everything and society. And it's so fucking. I did talk about multiple different podcasts, didn't I, Edwin? Shit. That's like 8 olives worth. Okay, I'll talk about some more. Listen to that. That's sexy AMR. Expunge! That was the word. Thank you, Edwin. Expunge was the word I was looking for. But I finished all of the Quarantine Book Club. It made me super duper sad. So then I went and I listened to Thomas's stuff, and that was fucking fascinating. Oh my god, that was a treat. That was a wonderful little cherry on the top of my Edwin says, I'm going to be real. I feel bad for audio listeners because they can hear that, but they can't see you playing with your tits, which is true. Let that be a reason that you need to go watch the video episodes of this show so you can just boobies. Hey now. But yeah, like I said, the Quarantine Book Club, I cannot recommend enough to people. You will learn so much. Yay, guy that first gave you the idea to stream this. Thank you, Kevin Collins, wherever you're at. I love that guy so much. This podcast owes so much to Kevin. You could be watching this if you're only on Spotify. So yeah, go to YouTube at The Tremor Saga, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell, and you get to see me play with my boobies. And then I stream Tremors is perfect, and zombies, sure, cliche plot, but every story has something unique. Robots, I like to see them crash. clash. But yeah, these are great. I'm so close to finishing Daniel's book too, Thunderstruck, and there was a Don't Make It Weird live show last Friday that was a huge hit, and that was so fun to listen to be a part of. I love those guys so goddamn much, and Dina has been really cheerleading me lately because I've just been really down on myself, like Edwin was trying to do, and look. I still hate myself, all right? Like, I'm not ever going to stop hating myself. It's like my brand, but I just, am I a good person? I don't think so. I think that I like to make other people feel good. That doesn't mean I'm a good person. I think that means I have a fear of being useless. But Dina's been making me feel good lately because she messaged me while I was out in the middle of a fucking cow pasture and was like, "You live on a farm, don't you? Oh my God, tell me about ranching and cow herding and what do you know about all of this?" And I was like, "I don't think I do, but here's some stuff." And so yeah, I'm helping her write her other book about ranching and cattle drives and shit like that. And then the other, that was what was after the Don't Make It Weird podcast, was then I was giving her my theory about the time travel aspect in her books, Nothing Special and Something Special. And I felt like a crazy person because it's not I don't think it's a time travel theory you can use outside of those books, but it was a time travel theory that worked inside of the framework she had set up, and I was like, you gotta use this, you gotta use it. But way to go, Dina. Also, it's Dina's birthday. It's actually Dina's birthday today. I can't believe I forgot another fucking birthday. Oh my God. Okay, so hold on, I know what I'm doing. Okay, I know what I'm doing. Oh wait, why did I turn that one off? This isn't my real phone. Oh my God. Wow. That's not even my real phone. I'm so used to using this. That's not even my real phone. Not even my real phone. I can, oh my God, I can call, wow. Happy birthday, Dina. So I wanted to do Vic the Dick from, okay. Just to make her miss rants and all that, but now I get to do a birthday Vic the Dick. Okay, here we go. Don't make it weird. All right, obligatory. Hold on. I need to drink water. All right, everybody ready? We're going to do this.
You've reached the Don't Make It Weird voicemail box. If you have a message for Daniel, Dinosaurus, or producer Sean, leave it at the tone. We just might play it on the show. Thanks for calling.
Hey, Dinosaurus, it's me, Vic the Dick Milan. I just wanted to tell you, happy birthday. All right, you're out here, you're making the 2-something too special, and I just gotta tell you, it's absolutely fucking fabulous. Yeah, you know what? I thought that all my dinosaur loads were amazing, but you, oh, baby, you done made something special. You're out here, you're in the thick of it, you're making it weird, and I just gotta say happy birthday to you, Dinosaurus. Dinosaurus, do you like these nuts? Yeah, you know, I'm so glad that Daniel Quigley, he made you guys read my book, because my book's the greatest book of all time. But then, you know what, I read your book, Dina, and it might be better. It might be fucking better than any book ever written by any people, besides what you'll be writing next, which is 3-something, 3 special, everything drift. I can't wait. It's gonna be amazing. Oh, baby, so happy birthday, Dina, to you and all the dinosaurs out there. And, you know, Paleontocus, you know, is my favorite. But Parasaurolophilus, well, that's a fucking bitch of a dinosaur. And you, I don't know. But can I just say, as much as I love you, Dina, and it is your birthday, happy fucking birthday. Producer Sean, your hair's fucking beautiful. I just wanna fucking rub my genitals through it. Okay, I hope you don't mind. Okay, it's not gonna be a thing. Daniel's gonna watch. All right, Daniel did send me your internet history. Okay, I'm not sorry. Just forgive me. It's real sexy. Don't mind me. I'm wearing a bit of a yellow shirt right now, and I'm jerking off the cilantro. But wild horses ain't gonna stop Vic the Dick Milan from telling Dinosaurus happy motherfucking birthday. All right, it's amazing. I love you, doll. And hey, make sure you're not wearing shoes on your feet because that's even sexier. All right, I love you. Happy birthday. Bye. I'm a weird fucking person. That was, oh my god. That was, my throat is fucking shredded. And what's better is that they are so behind that like they're gonna get that fucking message like in 6 months, and it's just gonna be like, what? Why? And I'm gonna be like, yeah, you're welcome. It's pretty good. Thank you. I had to immediately look at my computer when you said something about rubbing genitals because what? Happy birthday, Dina. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dina. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, wow. Sounds like Twitchell. Now, see, Twitchell's up here, okay? There's a whole thing. Guys, I'm out here. I'm in perfection. And where's Burt Gummer? With this Burt Gummer stuff, okay? I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of it. There's not as much gravel to Twitchell. And that was, I gotta drink the juice for that because that was bad. Although hilariously, the last message they played on the show was the one of me doing all three of them, and that was super fucking weird. It was really good, and thank you, Daniel, for thinking. No, the voices weren't there, but I had the cadences down, which is all I really care about when it comes to an impression. Like, voices are super hard, but if you can get the cadence of why someone's speaking like down, that's awesome. And then on that point, so for Tremors Fest, I have gotten 2 people there. We're gonna have Victor Brown and JD Walsh. These are 2 people that me, Moa, got there to be at the old Tremors Fest. Fuck yeah. Super excited for that. And Jonathan Melville watched Worm Woman, loved Worm Woman, loves that we're still doing spin-offs in the Tremors world. He's going to be sending me some books to take down to Tremors Fest. Super excited about that. Love that guy. Gonna have Mike Malone back on the show here soon again. Robert Jane. I got an email from Robert Jane, who plays Melvin in Tremors 1, 3, and the series, and he really wants to be on the show. Who the fuck else? Shit. I just got really excited and forgot what I was trying to do. So there's like some Tremors things in the real world that we're working on. I have some other emails if people want like tea to drink about Tremors World. I will send those to you personally rather than talk about them here. Or you can go listen to the episode called We Need to Talk About Tremors Fest. Tremors Fest happens like once a year. Any more than that, we're just like just too much. I don't know. And so let's see what else is there. Like I said, I was on. Please go listen to the Run for Your Lives podcast with Daphne and Paik. Because I love those guys, and then also their other podcast, Buffalo. Just because I love those two, you don't even got to listen because of me. I do. Those guys are great. And I just did an episode on 2008's Splinter with Daphne and Paik, and I sounded like a reasonably intelligent person while I was doing it. So, like, fucking score on that one. Am I right? And yes, so go to the Run for Your Lives podcast on Spotify, on YouTube, wherever you find your podcast. Go listen to that. That was a good time. Like I said, The Horrific podcast is celebrating its 4-year anniversary, I think. Yeah, 4-year anniversary. And that's Colin and Chris. Chris is a frequent collaborator and friend of the channel over here. Chris and Drew. And then Colin Martin, who had me on the show too. I love those guys. Look, I had to be like, here's the fun thing about the Splinter. I'll go back to Horrific. Here's the funny thing about the Splinter episode is that you have to play a drinking game while you're doing it called Take a Drink or Eat an Olive every time Paik or Levi mention Tremors, because it's a lot. And then we actually play it inside of the episode because I couldn't stop mentioning Tremors. I tried really hard, but I couldn't. It was just too easy. Like, it was just too easy because like Splinter and Tremors have a lot in common, like a lot. And it was just like, I set myself up for this. This is my fault. But it was a fun episode. And the reason I said sensible was that there was several times where I was talking and like Paik and Daphne weren't saying anything back. And I was like, can you guys like say something? Like, I am terrified right now. And they're like, oh, we were just like listening to you be like say really smart things about like world building and stuff. And I'm like, that makes me even more nervous. Like, what does that mean? Oh my God, stop it. Please. I can't do this. So go listen to that if you want to listen to me not talk about Tremors, but talk about a great movie. And Splinter is awesome. And Edwin, you would love Splinter the most. And then speaking of horror movies, then go to the Horrific podcast celebrating its 4th year anniversary on Sunday with a live show. I've sent in a couple of videos that'll be there. And then love Colin and Chris. Those guys have been great. Really want them to come on my show, which I'm working on. And that's fine, Edwin. That's like, you don't got to talk. I don't know. None of us got to talk. We've all got that. We've all got like our autism things that like work like that. Edwin, I'm going to ignore that comment. That's horrible. Splinter is amazing. And I disagree with you on that. I'm going to just disagree with you on that so much. And to the point about the autism, I got my driver's license the other day and they asked me like, do you have autism? I'm like, what? Like, it goes on the driver's license. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not diagnosed, but just put a fucking yes on that bad boy. Just going to be a lot easier. No, it didn't need to show off the creature more. It worked exactly like it was. And it also showed off the creature a lot. That's a weird complaint about that movie. No. Edwin, you need to watch that one again. Try again. Go back. Try again. And in fact, go listen to our episode on Run for Your Lives about Splinter. Listen up on it and then go watch the movie again. Shame on you. Now to see the editing is super shaky and close up for the whole movie. And it's not shaky cam, it's handheld. And that's what I love about it. Like, it doesn't need to like keep focused. It's meant to like always be moving. It's, as I said in the episode, it's like the camera itself is infected with the Splinter thing. And it's like working inside. No. The camera working at is fucking fantastic. I totally disagree with anybody on that. That's like, it's super shaky. No. Pay more attention. More media literacy. What else have I done that's cool? And people that I need to talk about? Shit. There's always someone I fucking forget too. Oh my God. I was talking about Hunter, because it's his birthday recently. And I sent the packages for him. And Zoran got back to me about his package. And he had this cute little picture. Hold on. I gotta pull it up because it was so goddamn cute. And you're the only ones that are gonna see it. Hold on, where's it at? Zoran Govojcik. Here it is. Sent me back a picture of his little kid Phoenix picking between his favorite toy, between the Burt Gummer and the Graboid. Kid's got good taste. He's going for the Burt Gummer. So yeah, Zoran liked his package and appreciated it, which I thought was really nice. And then John, he just got his yesterday. I'm waiting to hear back from him on that one. So here's hoping. And then I got a Tremors painting coming in too. Oh, that was the other thing. I've been helping out Pangea Starseed. I'm trying to executive produce their Tremors porn comic, which I'm really super excited about. Can't wait to see them at Tremors Fest. That's going to be cool. What else? So if you got Tremors things that you need help with, let me know. I'll help you. I just did that to Anthony the other day and he got mad at me, like in a good way. I was just like, ha ha ha, I know what your Cash App is and you can stop me. God, that made me laugh so much. That might be me qualifying as a good person, but I'm not going to fucking tell you what it is. Because I don't want to be a good person. I don't know. I'm better being a bad person. I do good here in the shadows. What else is cool? Octavio. Octavio got to me about his book. They're printing it out here soon. Cazadore de Graboides. He said like in the next couple of days, and he sent me a picture that me, Zoran, Caitlin, and Megan. Have a good night. Have a good night, iStream. Me, Caitlin, Zoran, and Megan are in a picture in the book, so that'll be really cool to see. Yeah, but I'm just excited to get that book. That'll be really cool. Even if I can't read it, even if it's all in Spanish and I can't read it, I don't care. That's really cool. What else? I feel like I am forgetting something. God damn it, I hate that. I should say, if you haven't checked it out on the channel, I did finally upload my interviews with Mike Malone and Jonathan Melville. Mike Malone was the set dresser for Tremors 1 and 2, and then Jonathan Melville, as you know, wrote the book on Tremors, literally. So if you want to learn more about Tremors, that's not just me ranting like a crazy person, go check their stuff out. Oh, there's a second Tremors comic coming out. That's not a porn comic. Be interested to see what that is. And then, because then the other part of it is that I did get one of the variant covers because I just wanted to support those guys. And I got the Shrieker variant cover. Now, this is hand drawn. I think this is Tone. Yep, this is drawn by Tone Rodriguez, who also did the comic that you see in The Office, Jimmy Halpert comic with the bear and shit. And got that. And then I did get one of all the boys signing it to issue 1. So I've got an issue 1, I've got an original print, and I got a variant cover just because I like supporting people, even if they might not support me. I don't care. I'm going to do it anyway. Also, that just looks cool. I'm just fucking think that's awesome. Goddamn. And yeah, I don't know. I think that's it. God, I say that, and then there's always something. Like I said, so check out Ian's channel at Fermented Cinema. Had him on last week. Love my friend Joe making the Shrieker together. That was really fun. That was a great episode. I loved doing that. That was really cool. That was a stupidly fun time. And then when I sent it to Don Michael Paul, and he was like, "Oh my god!" Like, ooh, hold on, what was it? What this was? I gotta read this because this was a great text. Where was it? This is great. This is what fandom is supposed to look like. Passion, creativity, fun, and most of all, participation. Keep creating, Levi. Not Michael Paul. Hella. Booyah. Fucking love that. Yeah, send him that. So Nito, so that's been fun. Yeah, it's all been fun. Funnity, fun. Like I said, made that new Tremors movie, put that out, Tremors Worm Woman. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Dessa kicks ass. Ben is great too, but Dessa is just a fucking head and shoulders up there with that. I love her so much. And yeah, and like I said, check out my other ones, Earl's Epilogue, Tremors Far Afield, Tremors Hunting Ground. Because guess what? I am building something. There's a whole world. There's a whole new world here. It's a whole old world, actually. I'm just using it. Super exciting. What else? I think that's it. I think that's actually it. Fart nuggets. So, everybody, thank you so much all for being here. Thank you to Edwin Bank, if you're out there and you're in Spotify land, go to YouTube and see what I'm talking about. Because then Edwin's coming in with, and soon, Tremors, Prairie Dogs. I like Prairie Dogs, too. That's a good one. Thank you so much for helping out. Thank you to Thomas, and thank you to iStream36 for being here. Thank you to Benjamin McClintock and Thomas Cody. Thank you to Chris Andrew. Thank you to Johnny Harmonic. Thank you to, who else was here? Tina Todd. Tina Todd was over here. Fuck is it called when it has three meanings? Triple entendre? I don't know. That's just entendre. Innuendo. Just call it innuendo at that point. Thank you to... Thank you to everybody that wants to be in the movie. God, I feel like I'm missing something. Like, God, there's got to be... Hold on. I'm going to scroll up. Who was I missing? Oh, wow. I think I got everybody. Oh, Max. Max Young. Thank you to Max. Other than that, I think that was it. Prairie Dog is going to be an innuendo for how gay it is, hopefully. Wow. Thank you to Nick Vineyard. He was here too. And Chris, that was the other one. Thank you to Christopher Dunham at the Cult of Odd. Love you. I'm so sorry your podcast has ended, but hey, you're still here, always in our hearts. Love you, buddy. Thank you to Don't Make It Weird crew. Thank you to the Quarantine Book Club podcast. Thank you to Thomas E. Staples. Thank you to the We Have Issues boys and Tina Todd and KT Carlisle. Love you. Everybody, you're all fucking great and amazing. Thank you, Octavio. Thank you, Jonathan Melville. Thank you, Zoran Gavojcic. Thank you to Steve S.S. Wilson and Brent Maddock and Ron Underwood and Nancy Roberts and Michael Gross and Victor Brown and J.D. Walsh and Finn Carter and Mike Malone and Don Michael Paul. Thank you all for contributing to all of this in such a way. And Robert Jane, thank you all. I'm getting there. So much for this. Thank you to Ian of the Fermented Cinema channel. Thank you to my friend Joe Evans for helping me build the Shrieker. Thank you to my friend Justin Edwards for always having my back when it comes to these movies. And thank you to Dessa and Lana and Molly and... Oh my God, because I said everybody. And then Ben. Ben's in there too, but I already thanked Ben. Thank you guys. Thank you all so much. Thank you to anyone that's ever my friend. Thank you always. Thank you to Dusty Meyer. Can't wait to have you in the movie. And Jamie Schmidt and Mary Beecher and Logan Van Hesse and Benjamin Davis. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. Ignore Justin's cult. He doesn't need to get back to you. Ignore his cult. It's a bad cult. Umberly can suck a dick. Thank you. Thank you to Lindsay T over here and Todd Weather Walker on the TikTok. Thank you to everybody. You're all amazing, and I love you so much. And no, cults are not fun. They're not fun at all. And thank you, of course, to my mom and my dad. Love you, Pappy. And my sister, and Eli, and Shonday, Chantrell, Samaje, Sahil, Sion, and Shamar. Special guest Shamar back there. Love that boy. And yeah, you did make it to the end, Edwin. Bravo. You should be listening back to all these episodes. You would not believe how much I mention you in every single episode. if you wanted to stroke your ego, you should, like I do. I mention you all the time. You're like Kevin Collins on this podcast. Like there's formative people to this. You're like Thomas Cody. You're formative, buddy. But thank you to everybody in my family. Thank you all so much, and all my friends and everyone that's ever had me on their podcast. Thank you to Paige and Daphne of the Run for Your Lives podcast. There was one. And thank you to Colin and Chris. Thank you guys so much. I swear, I think I'm forgetting somebody. It don't matter. It'll come to me. But thank you. Thank you, everybody. I just love you all so much. Couldn't do it without you. Thank you, Dina. I just wanted to thank Dina on the side. Thank you so much, Dinosaurus. You fucking kick ass. And no, Edwin, I have to do that one last. That's always last. That's why I'm doing this, and I'm circling and making sure, because that has to be my last one. Because that's just the theme. That's always what I do. She doesn't know that either. I tell her that all the time, and she's like, I never make it to the end. I'm like, you don't have to. That's fine. And apparently I would go insane and be a cannibal without Caitlin. That's the point Edwin's trying to make. Cool. Yeah. So, as always, I like to end by thanking my wonderful wife, Caitlin. That didn't sound right. I was going to say wonderful life, but that isn't. My wonderful wife, Caitlin Marie Lutt Burzloff, for always being there and supporting me and doing all this and traveling to fucking Santa Fe, New Mexico to go to Tremors Fest. And I just love you so much. Can't wait to film this crazy ass sequel with you. It's gonna be a good time. And yeah, I don't know. I just love everybody. I just love you all so much. I just wanna end. I was gonna end on Pink Pony Club, but like, should I? Or should I just like end? I haven't like ended a podcast in a while. Where I'm just like, you know what? I'm just a person out here doing person-y stuff, and I love it. Yes. Is that a yes to Pink Pony Club? Or a yes to just end it? You gotta tell me, Edwin. I'm gonna put my headphones. Oh my god. Either that or punch the camera repeatedly. You know what? I'm not gonna punch the camera, but you did just make up my mind on this one. This has been interesting, and I love you all so much. And I thank you for being here, and it's always appreciated. And yeah, much like the final girl at the end of our Tremors movie, I'm just gonna punch out.